You seem
Boy,
uncertain.
boy, do I feel that.
Good evening, travelers and adventurers, and welcome!
Hello!
Hello, everyone!
One of these days, I'm just gonna scream right
Damn.
into my mic.
Just give me a warning beforehand so I don't fucking die. Wait, thank you for the viewer inspiration. We now have 3 viewer inspirations in the Strahd back pocket.
Damn it, everyone's on ball.
saving for that one.
We are perceptive.
Oh,
Damn it,
yes.
everyone was on model.
You inadvertently reminded us all to be on point tonight.
Hello,
And there are
everyone!
certain words that we're not allowed to say on stream anymore.
Hi, King. Hi, Afton. Hi,
Wait,
Gerta.
what's
Hi, Paper.
I will be
Didgeridoo
referring.
Hi, Didgeridoo Player.
I will be
someone
referring
remind
to
me
it
of
as
what word?
henching from thus forth.
We're not supposed to say gooning anymore.
Does that
Oh,
count?
wait,
It
I'm
doesn't
sorry,
count
what?
because we're mentioning it, right?
Gooning.
Melon!
And
Oh, sorry,
melon.
what did I couldn't hear you.
Melon. Okay, there's 2 for you.
The meta commentary counts.
I will be
Both
referring
of
to it as henching from now on.
reference.
As what?
Both of reference to
As
it.
henching. Like
Oh, instead of a
henchman.
goon, a henchman?
Oh my god, you're killing me.
That's
Me and my
really good,
henchmen.
actually. Also, I
I kinda
updated our
love
little
it.
banners. They reflect our level and our class more appropriately now. Woohoo!
Yippee.
Oh yeah, because we weren't
What-
live
what
when
is-
Derek told us this, guys. We hit level 7.
What is
Level
that next to
7.
wizard?
7!
You're not a full wizard anymore?
I'm not
I
a
am
full wizard
generous
anymore.
DM.
Something. Oh, I want to tell everyone this because I don't think I said anything. I think I only showed Winter, but the merch came in. I have the stickers and the mug.
Yay! I'm so glad.
Hey. Oh well, yeah. I
My-
remember you telling me on your.
My
when I
mom
popped into
immediately
your
called
stream.
dibs. Like,
She
my
called
mom immediately
dibs?
She called dibs on Feyard and Lucia.
Okay.
She did.
Yeah, she took those.
She liked the
That's
little
funny as fuck.
green-haired me.
Yeah.
Little old me.
Aww.
She
Mom
threw
said,
Lobert
those are
across
mine
the
now,
room.
thank you. That's what we call the mom tax.
She threw Lobert across the room.
No, she did not.
I did.
Surprise.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
How's the mug? Do you like it?
It's nice, yeah. I haven't drank out of it yet. It's just on my shelf because like I don't want to drink out of it.
Oh, I see how it is.
I will drink out of it during the winter, and I can do a hot chocolate out of it.
Ooh.
I cannot wait for hot shocky, boy, I'll tell you.
Hot chocolate
We
season's
have
gonna be
some.
great.
I want to make soup. Like I've been learning cooking for season. I want to cook soup, but I am not in fucking soup temperature. Like,
Yeah, wait like another month or so. It'll get there.
Soup season!
Soup season
It's
is upon
the
us, ladies and
ultimate
gents.
season.
Texas? In a month it'll be soup season? You think it'll be
Here's the
cold enough?
thing. As a Texan, let me tell you this. It will never be soup season in Texas. You just have to, like, go with it.
The lowest it gets is to like 50 or 60.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. In recent years, it's been hitting the 30s, which is weird for
it
Texas.
hit
but-
like 20, like I think last year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's like a new for the Southerners.
That's good.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's really
It's
bad.
not. Wait, look, okay, I love the winter. Like I absolutely adore it. But as a state,
Global
Texas
warming
is
is
Texas is
yes,
not built
environmentally
for the
speaking,
winter.
it's bad, but it's nice that you at least maybe get to
Listen.
experience snow
Over the line.
once.
All I want out of
I've
life
got experience
is
it twice,
to-
and both times it was really bad.
All I want is to experience an ice age. This way I can go around like Hugh Neutron and the other dads in like, the one Jimmy Neutron episode.
Then when they're
Just
hunting
see
the
how
caribou.
Yeah.
The fucking
Caribou!
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 I will never forget that shit, dude. As long as I live.
I laughed so fucking
It was,
hard when
it
you
was
said that photo.
phenomenal. It was a great moment. Okay. Well, with that, why don't we get a little bit of a? Oh, you know what? Before we get into a recap, I forgot that people sometimes give inspiration to each other, and it's really kind. It's a nice little ritual we have going.
It's a three-way tie this time.
Well, let's see about that.
It's a tie between everyone but Lobrin.
So last week you all voted, the players that is, and Twyla got the inspiration. And you know what? I understand. She was putting in work. You all were, but Twyla was like working in overtime just to make sure that you didn't get killed by some fleshy guys.
Well, I didn't take slow, so.
Well, you know, we can forgive that. Also, you forgot about a couple concentration buffs you got.
Yeah,
you
I
got.
forgot. Yeah, it's a lot
That's
to
all right.
remember, okay?
No, I forget about
Yeah,
new stuff all the
yeah,
time.
sure
Believe me,
is.
this is not me criticizing you. This is me saying like, hey, you got cool stuff. Because believe you me, no one forgets things more than me. But anyway, the community voted over on Discord, and it is a 3-way tie. The tie is between an emoji of a vampire, so I'm assuming Strahd, a horse, so I'm assuming Coriander.
Coriander.
Yeah. And Lucia. So congratulations to the horse.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Way to go, Lucia.
Coriander needs it.
Coriander.
Coriander might need it.
We did say melon. Would you like me to say it again, Aztec? Okay.
Melon!
Oh, jeez, man, it gets me
It's not
every
really
time.
me saying it, but you know,
It just blasts into my eardrums with the force of 1,000 suns.
for the force of 1,000 Catherines.
That
What?
too.
Because it's you saying
What?
melon.
That's not me saying it.
That's Danny.
That's Dan
of
Avidan.
Gamgrum's
Melon!
Streaming. Of
I do not sound
Gamgrum's
like Dan.
Streaming.
I appreciate the compliment though, but
I always thought that was you.
That's Dan
Dan
Avidan
Avidan.
Game
from
Grumps.
Game Grumps fame.
I didn't
I
know who
never
it
watched
was.
that.
I didn't know
Better
who it
known
was, but I
as
knew it
Dan
wasn't Catherine.
Sexbane from Ninja Sex Party.
Oh, that
Ninja,
too.
what?
Yeah, the band
I-
Ninja Sex Party.
You had to be there. You had to be there. So anyway, let's
I
get.
think this means.
It had to be at the ninja sex party. And you were
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
sure it was
more of a
at
ninja
Ninja
sex
Sex
orgy,
party. What the
orgy
heck?
party. You know what I mean?
Dan actually is
ever
from New
made-
Jersey. He's a New Jersey
if they-
celebrity.
If they fucking made that band today, it would be the Ninja Goon Party.
Ah,
Like you know it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop this. You have been stopped.
Fair
No,
enough.
No, continue.
that's me. Okay, excuse me.
the Ninja
Um,
Goon Party. Hi, Max!
Hey, Max! Oh,
Hey, Max.
God, we have
Oh,
some
wait.
explaining to do.
Before we begin, can I make a single announcement?
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, go ahead.
Announcement really quick, just because I saw this was posted earlier on social medias. Starting today, Twitch is hosting Subtember. So subscriptions are discounted, so keep that in mind.
Only
There- are
for
you mean- are you
subs,
mean
though.
they're-
Tops and switches.
September
not for
when
you.
Top Timber walks in.
Are
Oh
you
my
telling
God.
me that they're now base price of what they used to be?
They might be. I don't know. I think it's like 30% off or something.
Wait, what the fuck? I got paid.
Toptober. My
Yeah, I
God.
got paid today. Fuck it. Okay, I'll do the joke.
Yeah, we got September, Toptober,
I got paid on a Thursday. Let's go.
Switch Vember.
Hey, yo!
Oh my God, Ash!
You didn't have to do that. Thank you.
Hype fucking.
I
Let's
got
hear it
paid
for
today.
Catherine.
Yes,
Thank you for the 10
Catherine,
gift
yes!
subs.
Catherine,
Yes,
come on.
queen.
Thank you.
That's
Okay,
just
why-
Wow, thank you so much.
First of all,
Hype
I'll
train
do that.
started. It's already a level 3 hype train. Holy shit.
Gruda, get on that. Very back. Okay, sorry.
What?
Oh my God.
She said, Kruta, get on
Get back.
that.
I'm gonna kill
Gruda's
you.
got the group box secured.
Good box secured. Anyway, now seems like a good time to get into our recap.
Yes.
Mr. Lobrin.
Is that my cue?
Hello, Brent.
Hello, Bird.
Session 26, August 22nd, 2024, evening.
We're dating and timing it now.
They were always dated. They were always dated.
Oh, King, thank you for the gift sub. Thank you
And
to
it's
Max.
to Max.
Wow.
go, Max.
Yay.
Hi.
Thank you, King, but you kind of interrupted my recap there.
Oh my
Don't be
goodness.
quiet. Max.
Just kidding. The party was confronted by the rotting corpses of old adventurous fighters and warriors. Consisting of rotting swordsmen and archers. Yeah, I used the
Thank you for
adjective
the
rotting
bits.
in there twice. That was not a mistake. I just wanted to emphasize how much they were rotting.
They were like barely held together,
They
man.
were fucking rotting. They were rotten. Robbie rotten.
Oh, too soon.
They're number one.
I think it's
He
been like
was
6
number
years.
one.
Yeah, also in
The
Memorial.
hype train's still going.
Yeah, I got it to level 4.
Thank you for the hype trade.
Presented by Valorant. Oh yeah, also happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
I'm also.
Everybody, it's Winto's birthday.
It
I'm gonna
is. Thank
change
you.
one of the words.
birthday!
That's
It's-
great that it's your birthday, but if you don't mind, we're in the middle of my recap right
I'm
now.
not the one that announced it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And I really don't give that much of a fuck about
If you
recaps.
don't mind.
Like, they're
can I
fun,
read?
that's it. If you don't mind, I do believe I was talking.
That's too bad.
I changed one of the rottings to decrepit, so I'm going to reread it now for everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
The party was
Okay.
confronted by the rotting corpses of old adventurers, fighters, and warriors, consisting of decrepit swordsmen and archers. That was better, right?
Yeah. Rolls
Multiple
off better.
adjectives. I put that English major to good use.
It's
There
her
you go.
birthday.
They began to fight, with Lucia casting radiant dawn from the center of the field as the rest of the party exchanged some small blows at the creatures before the creatures began collapsing on Lucia. Yeah, that was bad. Bayron then erupted the earth as R killed Lucia using lay on hands. Twyla then used blade song and landed some solid attacks as Loban cut through two others using action surge before barreling another prone. Shortly afterwards, Lucia finished one off with Scorching Ray before she took an arrow to her collarbone and went down as the rest of the party fought with additional fervor, with Aragol cutting down another. Ark then helped Lucia recover from the dying state. Dead by Daylight. Anyway. Before he struck another down.
It didn't even
The party.
process.
It was a fucking DVD little Easter egg. The dying state. As the rest of the party fought with I read that line already. Twilight continued to remain effective with multiple spells across the battlefield, including Mind Whip and Magic Missile, as Lurban stabbed another. Finally, Aragol approached the last archer, stabbing it and decapitating it cleanly.
Just kidding.
I guess he wouldn't stab it if he decapitated it. Oh no, he did like
Well, you
a
have to
two
stab
sword-
first, and then you kind of do like a dragon.
Yeah,
motion.
he did that like two like sword little kind of goofy shit.
Thank you for the community sub.
Gross.
As the battle ended,
Oh, we're
Twilight
still going?
examined the hilts of the
Yes.
sword beforehand until I say, and that's where we left off. We're still going. As the battle ended, Twilight examined the hilt of the sword before handing it to Ark. He recognized the weapon, despite appearing without a blade, as whole, and deduced it to be a magical weapon that made him feel a sense of glory and curiosity. After a few minutes, he pointed toward the sky, and a ray of sunlight shot forth. The party was baffled by the sunlight radiating from the sunblade that Ark now wielded, but and had a renewed faith in their efforts to defeat Strahd. And that was where he left off.
Woo!
Nice.
Yes. Yes. All right.
It wasn't that
Yeah.
good. Calm down.
Well, I
It
thought
wasn't that good of a recap.
that rotting to
Admit
decrepit
it.
combo, that shit hit.
Dude.
Zach, donate some subs. I want a level 4 high
Oh my
grade.
god, we get that down.
Zach, give us your money. I am
She-
fucking...
She's telling
How
you to
many
do
subs?
it.
How many subs do I need to gift?
I don't know.
I don't know,
18 million.
Like 5?
I just
five-
need-
five is a
I
lot
just need
still.
350.
5.
We've
Anyway,
got a level 4 hype trade. That's great.
I want it to be high.
Yay!
Oh, Zach, thank you for the
Amazing.
5 gift subs.
Doesn't
I
it
don't-
look good though?
I hope you did not feel pressured to do that.
I don't recognize any of these motherfuckers who just got gifted, but I hope you enjoyed your sub.
And I hope
Enjoy
you
your
become
sub,
more
lovelies.
active and hang out with us.
In our Discord, in our YouTube,
segue.
in our lives.
I just want to warn you, we have like a little bit of a faulty door on the Discord server. Once you get
The
in
Discord.
the Discord server, once you gonna be getting in the
Don't mock
Discord
me.
server, you be getting in there and the door shut behind you. You'll be stuck with us.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there is no way out.
And you know what? I'm gonna throw this out there. Any lovely lurkers and viewers on the VODs and everything we have out there, then those that aren't able to catch us live. And just those that hang out and, we don't really get to talk to, but you know what? We appreciate you. We see you still and we appreciate you and we love you.
I see you. When you sleep, I see you.
Derek actually sees you is the problem, so.
Yes,
Talking
I do.
about you, Toaster. I know you're one of the people who watches the VODs.
Yeah, if
He's
there is a
toaster.
I don't know.
if there is a Michael Blevins out there, I have cameras in your room.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, that's
The chance of that is astronomical, but
But can you
hilarious.
imagine? Can you imagine?
The chances are astronomical, but not 0.
somewhere Michael Blevins is just like, what?
Somewhere.
Starts tearing at his walls, like just gets a crowbar.
All
Alright.
All right. So
Trump.
we left. What? We left the party in a snow-covered garden with the remains of several corpses, their arms, heads, and rotting flesh scattered all about the ground, adorning the gourds and leftover cold, hardy crops that are left here.
Can I
Probably
loot
ruined
them?
someone's dinner. Yeah.
To see
yeah,
if
sure
they have
you can.
anything on them.
You may.
I gotta roll. I'm guessing it's investigation.
No
Yeah.
need to.
And I'm gonna guide
remember-
myself.
Last session, I did take all their arrows already.
I didn't realize you had to roll to loot somebody.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You don't, but I'll let you.
It's a natural one.
That's why I was like, you don't have
Natural one, I don't find
I mean, if
anything.
you're volunteering, then it can never hurt, right?
Even
you're-
with my guidance, it's bad.
You're handicapping yourself on a mechanic that doesn't require you to roll.
Sometimes it does.
If you're
but,
finding
this
like
is not
rare
one of those.
shit, maybe like a ring.
I just wanted to see if they had money in their pockets.
No money in their
totally.
pockets. It looks like at one point their gear was quite impressive. There's some mail on these people, but it's like really rusted and corroded through. Those of you who are doing melee attacks would have probably realized that hitting them was not actually that hard. Like,
Hey, here's a
blows
little
just kinda
melee
crumbled
attack
like-
for you.
All right.
Oh, boy.
yep. All right. Here it goes. Cheers. Here's a cheers to you.
Take a potion.
So with that natural one, I'm gonna look at the bodies, kick them around, and go, they don't have anything good.
Well, they
Hold
do.
on.
There are 2 longbows. There
Oh.
are 3 long swords, and there are 2 maces, and they don't look great.
They don't.
Okay.
Guys, I found these rusty weapons. Do we want them?
No.
And
Okay.
aren't there also 4 calling birds? 3 and
It's too
We just-
Oh,
Ark is
no,
gonna
when
look-
you crack me
Alright,
up.
jeez.
Ark
is gonna-
I
ourselves. I'm
just
not
dropped the,
grabbing.
the
Ark is
armful
gonna
of
look-
things I've collected.
Ark is gonna look at the weapons you offer, and then back to his new glowing sword, and then back to the weapons you offer, and just say, I greatly appreciate it, but I think I'm gonna stick with this one.
No, Ark, I think you should give me that one. One of those maces seems to have a history to it that I think would suit your
I'm
decaying
gonna smack him on the back of the head.
Listen, Max, thank you for the hydrate sippy.
Why does
Ah,
everyone
wonderful.
smack me on
Oh.
the back of the head?
Cause you say stupid shit. It's like you do like.
And the girl mentioned a check.
And the girl mentioned a check.
It's
Thank
at
you
this.
for the hydrate, Sippy. I only drink water when I receive one of those. I
When
haven't
drink
had water
Oh.
since Monday.
Oh, Derek,
It's-
that's Lucia's old mini. That's not the right one.
Excuse me?
Oh, wait, isn't it
No,
like a
yeah.
morph or something? Or
Is
what's
it a
the deal?
morph?
There should be a morph.
Yeah.
It's
Wait.
not a
Yeah.
morph.
What the hell, Lucia? Why you look like that?
These
Well,
these
no,
hydrate,
sorry.
these
Sorry.
hydrate,
Oh, wow.
these hydrate sippies are actually the only thing keeping Andrew alive right now.
Oh my god. Andy, are you good?
Here you go,
Yeah, I'm
Andrew.
fine. I was
He's
making.
saying
a
he's
joke.
only
Drink
drinking
up.
water. He only drinks water when we
There you go, you
stream
got a
and people
My
receive
God.
hydrate sippies.
Hydrate,
Yeah,
I haven't had
hydrate. Hype train success, guys. We got a level 5
What
hype
do we
train.
get?
Thank you.
Level
That's a
5.
good one.
Jeez.
That
Holy
is a
shit! How did
solid,
we get
solid hype.
that? Oh, potions, I guess, redeemed.
No, it's just that's with the subs and the bits.
Wow, I donated those
Yes.
bits.
Yes! Haha!
My
It's
chest's on the way.
It's as you guys are kind of recollecting your bearings, licking your wounds, figuratively speaking, and checking out your new amazing sun lightsaber. It's for the first
That's what we're
time
calling
since you I won't do that. For the first time since you've been here, the Abbey's church bell begins ringing, and as it
Oh.
rings, a far more cacophonous sound follows it. There's howls, laughter, gibbering, all coming from this flank of the building that's closest to you. It is raucous, and you're hearing the rumor that there was some howling laughter and strange kind of maddening sounds coming from the Abbey, being the only thing that the villagers of Crest really associate the Abbey with, to such an extent. It kind of rings true now, because being right next to it especially is enough to raise some hairs.
All right, we're out of here. We're
yeah.
done.
Can we, skedaddle?
Yeah, we
Let's
just
do,
have to. We just have to
Where's
take
the-
the. We just have to find the girl, I suppose, and maybe tell the
shit.
abbot that we're leaving.
I forgot. You're supposed to give her dance lessons.
I thought we were supposed to help her learn to dance and.
Oh, yes, I thought we would be doing that on the way back.
Well, sure, but we still
Well,
have
do
to
you
tell
wanna
the
do it?
abbot like what we're doing.
Listen,
I
everyone.
was under the impression we had to stay here for at least a day or so.
I agree. The The masquerade is coming up, and we
Stay
don't really
here?
have a lot of time to leave and come back and do everything we said.
Aragorn kind of
Thank you
pipes
for the
up with his-
follow.
I don't want
Aragorn
to
kind of
stay
pipes
here.
up a little
We're
bit and he
not
says,
staying here.
You know, I've never very much been fond of the cold, but if the move is to stay here, I am not one to argue with you. However, I shall be sleeping outside. Or perhaps I shall find lodging in the village.
Yeah, outside of the village works better, especially
Yeah,
since we
I
don't have to
much
worry about the
prefer
cold.
that, to be honest.
We don't
Did
have to worry about
anyone
the cold.
see an inn? Because I didn't catch anything on the way.
No,
They
there's
said there
no
wasn't
inn.
Not
one.
an inn. There aren't inns.
Exactly. So I don't really
But
see
there's
many options.
stables, they said. That's
Oh yes, yes. I'm going to sleep in a stable. I only
Perhaps-
do
Never
that.
slummed it before?
Of
Oh,
course
that's
I
right,
have.
You're
Usually
rich.
I'm fucking pissed drunk when it happens and I pass out somewhere.
Perhaps we can see
Don't have
if there
Bruno to
is
pick
an
me up this
abandoned
time.
house in the
Just-
village. Maybe we can
just for
take it over
reference,
for the night.
Just to set the scene a little bit better, the snowflakes are falling down around you. At this point, it's getting pretty dusky, and it's cold. It's like uncomfortable to be outside, and we're
The
not
sea
to the
will
fact.
slip on the ring of warmth again.
Just so
What-
everybody knows, this is the DM subtly trying to guide us to stay here for the night.
Regardless
No,
of,
I'm simply telling you how it is.
Twyla's gonna speak up and say, regardless of where we stay for the night, we still need to discuss with the abbot our plan moving forward, especially if our plan is to take the lady with us.
You
I
want
thought
to
we
take?
discussed that all already.
You want to take the puppet thing with us?
Well, we have to.
Sounds
A
like-
deal's a deal.
He wants us to take the puppet thing with us.
You
We
know,
stop
I-
calling her the puppet thing. She has a name. Silka.
Oh yes, my apologies.
I thought
Pinocchio.
the agreement to take her with us was for staying here, if I remember correctly.
No, that was for getting that.
No, that's just-
And she like points at the sun sword.
The only agreement was that I would teach her something for the masquerade and bring her with us if it meant that we got the sword, and that's what we did. So we have to go speak with him now.
We did say we would bring her with us to the ball.
I'm not one to break that promise. I'm just saying we should get the hell out of here.
I'm not saying we shouldn't, but I don't think we should try anything that might come off as offensive or cross this guy either. So we should at least speak to him before making any decisions.
Ugh,
That's-
I just want to get the hell out of here. If you're cold, huddle up by me.
I'm
If
also,
you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside.
Say less.
I'm also curious about the other people here.
Nope, we're not allowed.
Oh.
And take a step back and just cold. I'm curious about the other people here because I do think that it's worth maybe talking to them a bit more, seeing their story. I'm
They're
not
not
quite
very
sure
talkative.
I believe everything that the fancy man said to us.
The abbot.
I like to call him
Yep.
the fancy man.
It's a troubling situation with them, it seems.
I hate to say
I
it though.
can't guarantee we can do anything to help them. At least yet. That might be a later thing.
Right, I'm not asking to break their chains now, but I am trying to maybe plant the seed.
I hate to say it though, but
Let's not
I-
so disinterested in the guy we're doing the deal with.
I hate to say it though, but I don't know if we have the ability to help these people. We can't solve all of the ills plaguing this nation. We have to focus on Strahd and just surviving for now. We still don't know anything about, well, a curse upon this land, anything.
Harsh but true reality.
Look,
From what
I'm
I-
not saying we act now, I'm just saying we can look into things.
It could be
Looking
something to
into
keep
things
in.
is a time waster.
It could be something to keep in mind, but from what both the abbot said when he said that these people came here, you know, to seek his help, and he tried, and then the Otto told us himself that he takes good care of them. I mean, I don't know if there's anything we can necessarily do for the time being.
Just want to get more information is all. That's all I'm asking.
I don't think there's much more to scrounge.
There might be some people maybe I can contact and try to get information.
Listen,
We're
there's
on a-
somebody tied up in chains in there. Understand that they
In
might
my
have...
condolences there.
Right, well, maybe that's where it ends for you, but not for me. I just want to do a little more investigating. Obviously,
know-
I'm not the only one who thinks this guy doesn't sit quite well.
Logran, I must agree with you that our host is a most unusual and unnerving man. However, your good heart is going to get us all killed in Barovia.
I die to enact a better justice upon the world, and so be it.
Well,
Then don't
I do
drag
not
us into the
volunteer.
grave.
Lobert, as much as I understand where you're coming from, we have to. We can't do everything. There are some things we have to put first, and some things we have to let go.
Listen, I'm not asking you guys to besiege Waterdeep. I think it's pretty simple to just try to learn these folks' story and see if there's anything we can do to help them. It really isn't that
Then what if
big of
this
an
leads us
ask.
down a rabbit hole that takes us like a day to finish? We're already on a time limit.
Well,
I'd
then
rather.
we can make a decision at that time, but we don't need to do it right now.
Well, then how
Look,
about
there-
this? Well, at least I am gonna go speak to the abbot so I can fulfill at least my part of the deal. Now that we have the sword, why don't you go talk to Otto?
I will.
He might have some
Fine,
information.
sir. It's all
There's
I've
also-
requested.
There's also a few questions I'd like to ask
You're
the
back.
abbot. I'm curious about the nature of these lands. Perhaps this church has some kind of records dating back to when, well, before Strahd. Maybe we could figure something out.
It
I
might.
would like to look into some things.
Be right back.
So, like, it's falling nighttime now, yeah?
Dusk.
It's
So
always nighttime.
Well, yeah, but
It's always dusk time.
It's getting
it's always
darker,
dusk in
it's
Barovia.
getting darker, getting colder. I'll put it that way.
Okay, I'm gonna start walking and make my way back the way we came in attempt to try to find where the abbot went, like up those stairs to his bedroom, I suppose.
Okay, so you're going back to the main hall.
I'm going back to the main hall.
As
I
I
well.
will be accompanying you.
I kind of want to go snooping.
Okay.
Ghost,
I'm here to
inside.
get. I'm here to do what we need to do and leave. I do want to help save these people, but like, we're fucked if we do. We piss off whoever this guy is, and then we have to deal with what, like, potentially 30 people that don't have housing.
I think honestly one thing at a time, especially because these people do have a roof over their head and food for the time being. They're not being
As
abused.
well as
At-
we're on
at
a
least
time
for now,
limit.
they're not
Well, we
being-
don't know that yet.
Well, we don't know
We
that,
know
but
that
from
part
what we
yet.
can what we can tell just as off a glance on people as a time crunch, I don't think Twyla would want to look any further.
Out of
Also-
character, Lobrin does. Out of character, well, let me phrase this. In character, Lobrin cares about this.
Oh,
Just as a
absolutely.
general Thing, and this is
That's
kind of
fine,
like
yeah.
something he views as like being a knight. Out of character, I don't want to get us down a massive
When's he
rabbit hole
gonna-
either.
When's he gonna do the damn night self-sacrifice? I'm kidding.
See, Ark's whole
Hold the
thing is
door
that, yes, he does want to help these people, but at the same time, he understands that, like, these people are not actively being hunted by the beasts of this land, while there are other people that are. And that's why he wants to solve that issue first.
Priorities. You must not follow your tenets if they lead to self-destruction.
This is
Yeah, I don't
always
know if
something we
Lobrin
could
would have
circle
that.
back to, like
I don't
worst
know if
case.
Lobrin would have that level of broader.
That
foresight.
level of impulse
Understanding or, like-
control.
That like level of perspective.
All of the above.
All right. Those of you who are going to the main chamber,
Above.
where you had first met the abbot,
Yes.
if you could shift click your characters into the main chamber.
I don't know where that is anymore.
I want to start with the bat girl, by the way. For my
I
part.
mean, the one that like almost attacked us.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is the main chamber?
It's
It's like right side of the building.
Here, I can ping. I can ping.
Remember.
I mean,
This is the.
It's
the
that?
place we met him.
I'm here.
Yeah, like
He
this
went up
building
the
here.
stairs, Vasilka went down the stairs.
Damn it. I hate it when they split up.
Should I go? I hate when they split up. Why do they do that?
Hey, thank you for the follow. I hate it when they
thank
split
you.
up. Why do they do that? Us splitting up.
As
Do
that.
you want me and Ark to go fetch Vasilka while you talk to?
We're gonna
Oh,
have
no,
them
Ark
split.
wanted to talk to the abbot specifically.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm fetching Vasilka myself then.
Hey, so you guys split.
Use small words with her. She seems delicate. Okay, Lucia?
Talk. What? You think I'm gonna bring up my fucking thesaurus of faith and talk to her about sanctification?
Well, no,
Let
but
it
I don't
go.
know how
Maybe.
much she's like understands.
Go ahead and say that Aragal is with your party.
With us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm
Never
all
gonna
by
come with, except for the
myself.
abbot.
Well, the abbot seems to be here on the staircase. Can I talk to him?
No, he's not on the staircase.
God damn you.
That's where his mini is.
Aaron,
I
all
just
come
have-
with me,
We had to
or
wake up to get it.
I wanted to go snooping inside, but like, I don't know where to
That's fine.
teleport myself inside.
Shift click.
is this accurate to what the room looks like?
No, I will describe in just a
I'm
moment.
gonna get rid of the
It's no, I
rafters.
just love the idea of her just standing in a corner, just in an empty ass room.
She
Like,
might.
fucking-
She literally
like
might.
the Blair Witch Project, like.
Are we describing the abbot as a she?
No, Vasilka.
Why is the
Vasilka's
No,
downstairs.
Vasilka.
I know, that's
Yeah,
where
I went
Lucia is.
downstairs.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start with you two. Where the hell did Rolf go?
Rolf?
Rolf.
You wanna know where Rolf went?
Excuse me, I know exactly where he
Tell
went.
you where he went.
Yeah, you know where he went.
He went downstream.
You know full well.
And
Yeah,
it's your fault.
It is.
What
isn't
if
it?
Rolf lived and that stream was the way out of Barovia?
That's fucked up.
No, that would be
That'd be
hilarious.
really funny if that was just a hidden way out of Barovia.
I'm trying.
Just one more moment.
You're good, you're
No.
good, take your time.
Thank you for your patience.
You have no time. Time is
So
existence.
hard.
We'll
Time
never
is
be
a-
patient.
Where did you go?
We will wait. Impatient.
No. I hate waiting.
Oh, I'll wait.
Where is everyone?
I'm upstairs with Ark and Iragal talking to
Yes,
the abbot.
if you need to, shift click to get yourself there.
I'm trying to like, I'm looking all over the house and like trying to measure.
Very right.
Okay. The wooden stairs climb 20 feet to a loft with a pitched roof and a door in the center of the south wall. Unlit lanterns hang from rafters, and a rope dangles from a bronze bell lodged in the belfry 30 feet overhead.
Hmm.
The room is filled with the sound of beautiful music, a melody so enchanting that it adds a bit of much-needed warmth to an otherwise freezing room. A black shroud covers a humanoid shape lying on a wooden table. Opposite the table is the abbot himself, who seems to be sorting an array of tools, scalpels, hammers, etc. Just opposite the room, you see Cloven playing on his fiddle. Seems to be
Oh.
sitting a little bit. He's kind of like almost a little bit nodding off, but he's just awake enough to be playing on that violin.
That's very sweet.
A
Ark
cot
is
heaped
gonna.
with
Oh,
furs rests in the northeast corner, surrounded by empty wine bottles. An oil lamp burns atop the table nearby, silhouetting the squat creature that has two heads and is playing a violin. As you two enter, I guess three, the abbot kind of turns his head, gives you a soft smile, and puts his tools down. He says, "I trust you found what you were looking for.
indeed.
And is it to your liking?"
It is.
Yes! You hear him
Lucia
down
from
the
downstairs.
steps.
Yes! It's
Someone's
it's
like, "Hey, asshole! Thanks for warning us."
it's quite marvelous, though. Wasn't expecting the company in the garden.
Company.
Well, yeah. And then I look to Ark.
You just fucked up.
We encountered undead upon drawing the sword.
It's like a very brief, almost flash of an expression, but he narrows his eyes for like a quick second before he dons back on his like standard, hospitable, warm and welcoming sort of expression. He says, "That's interesting."
Indeed, it is. Is the ground not consecrated?
It's well, that's a matter for another time, perhaps. And he says, he kind of flicks his head in a gesture towards your hip, and he says, "May I see it?"
Indeed, and Ark is going to draw the sword and will the blade to appear if he can.
And it does. Coalesces into a blade-like shape, being the main source of light in this very room. In fact, it lights up every corner to the extent that even the abbot kind of like blinks in surprise. And it looks like Cloven like shoots upright and he stops playing and he just goes, having never seen this amount of sunlight before in his life.
It's sunlight. Pure sunlight.
So it
I
is.
doubt most in this land would even recognize it.
Well, may it serve you well. Where you're going, I imagine there won't be very much to come by.
There's actually something I wanted to ask you.
Well, go on then.
Since we've come to this land, we noticed some peculiarities, and I was hoping maybe you or this church or this these grounds might hold some answers, perhaps, about how all of this started, how the land came to be what it is today, how Strahd became who he is.
You seek answers on the origin to Barovia.
Indeed. There are many questions that I have, but few answers.
I regret to disappoint you. I came here late into his reign, even though that was some time ago. Strahd has been around for some time. We have something of a rapport, if not an understanding. I understand that Strahd obtained power from somewhere, from where I have not been able to tell. But I wish you luck in unraveling any mysteries that may behoove you on this particular quest.
Speaking of which, I still have my end of the bargain to uphold, and I was going to ask you how you wished me to, well, do this for you.
Well, I have two parts of this bargain, if you would not mind humoring me. First and foremost, any time spent with her, teaching her manners, formalities, those of which that I can tell that you yourself are trained in, would be appreciated. And the second would be for you to act as her liaison, chauffeur her to the masquerade and the night before next, or after next. She'll need a dress as well, but I understand that there are many talented hands in Valaki.
There are indeed.
Well,
should we
the
depart
deal is
tonight?
struck. He kind of looks to the window a little bit and back to you, and he just kind of shrugs your shoulders a little bit and says, "If it suits you, you may stay if you wish. But I do urge you to not go looking too much. I have one other guest here already who has tested my patience, and I'm afraid the Bellevues are not as well mannered as myself."
Is it safe for her to travel? Will she be alright if we come across any danger? There seems to be danger everywhere in these lands.
Well, you've been all right, haven't you? And she'll be with you.
This is true.
But you figure it out, is basically what he just told
Yeah, pretty much. He's telling me to go fuck myself right now. Alright.
If I may ask, do you know what style of dress you would prefer her in? From my understanding, your goal is to have her court Strahd at some point. And I was wondering if you had plans involving that.
Myself? No, not so much. But something magnificent, worthy of nobility. Perhaps something in red.
Where do you expect us to get the money for that?
You're not there.
I just came with them because I didn't want to be by myself.
That's kind of where I was leading with my line of questioning.
Well, I already said I said this previously, like last session, I would pay for it out of pocket.
Oh.
That's already been covered.
This is the nature of our deal. I provide you with something of value, and you reciprocate.
I've got it covered, Ark, don't worry.
Well then.
Well, in that case, I guess we'll go fetch her?
Go right ahead, then. And at this point, Cloven's kind of put his violin down and kind of shuffle forward a little bit, and he's going to say, "If you'll be meaning to stay here, just one thing. I just fed the others, and like the Lord be saying here, It's best not to be wandering anywhere where you hear something too unnatural. We have some manners of guards, you understand. And if you wander into certain areas without a chaperone, myself or otherwise, you could be in danger.
Ark is gonna look to the rest of the group, like concerned. Uh,
Well, there was another that came in just the night prior, as a matter of fact. Rather rude lady, but she's taken to a lodging upstairs.
The comedic timing on this is impeccable.
A
well, thank you
lady.
for your warning.
Did you catch her name?
Nope, she wasn't much for talking.
What does she look like?
Wasn't her, um, uh, some manner of, brusque, rude lady, colorful clothes, long hair.
What color
Ark
hair?
is
Brown.
Ark is gonna look to the others and be like, "Don't think Lobrin would be foolish enough to go wandering around, do you?"
I think he would be.
Maybe someone should accompany Lobrin. Is anyone
should
with
go-
Lobrin right now?
Maybe you should go collect Lobrin first.
Time
and
bubble.
then-
Lobrin is wandering around.
13 hit points. I was not going
we-
with Lobrin.
You have a message.
If
don't
you guys are okay with it, we are going to time bubble. We're going to time
Of
bubble
course.
Lucia.
Yeah.
Oh, me?
That's right.
Oh my!
Oh boy.
Downstairs?
Okay, one on one with the Silka. Here we go.
There's nothing
It's
in
not-
this room.
It's not furnished, but envision a wine
Dude,
cellar.
every
Picture in your mind, if you will, a wine cellar.
You want us to use our imagination in D&D?
I'm so sorry. I know.
What the fuck?
Just
What
don't
is
step.
this nonsense that you speak of? Imagination. I don't believe in it.
Well, you're about to. The stone steps
Mhm.
descend 20 feet to a cellar that contains 10 barrels of wine and an L-shaped wooden rack packed with wine bottles. The back right corner of the room, there seems to be bedroll and basic lodgings. There you see Vasilka sitting upright in her room. Oh, this entire place is more or less her room.
Hello.
She just kind of like turns her head to look at you, a little bit dully.
I
Blinks.
am here to collect you for travel. You'll be coming with us to Strahd's masquerade.
And she just kind of stares.
This is where Lucia's social awkwardness is coming in.
Uh,
Does she get up?
do you speak?
She just kind of like slowly shakes her head.
Are you coming with? Soon, my friend Twyla will teach you dance moves.
She just kind
And
of
like she awkwardly like does like a second of a jig, and then she, like,
she does the Fortnite
immediately
default dance.
demonstrated, like,
Do-do-do-do-do. And she just kind of like cocks her head a little bit. And there's like a slight glimmer of like a smirk, of like a little smile. But she doesn't do anything else. She seems quite stock still.
You come with me. Me friend.
You Jane, me Tarzan.
And she just kind of stands to her feet a little bit,
Oh, she was responsive to that.
and she walks over to the L-shaped wine column, picks up a bottle. It's as she's going towards this table, you see that there is indeed, a fine wine bottle along the table. Next to it, what appears to be some sort of like, almost like quartz-like looking, or like diamond-like looking sphere. And she just walks over to you, holding the bottle of wine.
Oh my
and
god.
like and pantomimes pouring it into a glass that she's like an invisible glass, and then taking a sip from wine that is not in said glass.
Oh god damn it! Bitches. I'm gonna
Guys, I am concerned about holding up.
I'm gonna
our
walk up to
breath.
the quartz thing, and I'm gonna like look at her. May I take?
She just kind of like takes another sip from the invisible glass.
Oh
Did she
boy.
pour the wine on the floor?
No,
Was
it's
it-
I don't think
a
it's
closed bottle.
open.
It's corked. It's corked.
Okay.
Bottom, but she like roleplay like she's gonna
Uh-oh.
take the quartz and examine it.
Okay.
Just like pick it up from the table.
It's about like a pine cone sized looking like diamond or some sort of crystalline figure.
Group potions,
How
guys.
much gold would you say this is worth?
I wouldn't.
For the sake of spell components.
Oh, you're adding a potion on top of that, Zach?
The bottle that she's holding has text written on it in like a fine script.
Oh
A
my
script
god.
that you would recognize as being from the Wizards of Wine winery.
Ooh.
And
Here's
the
everyone.
script is cheers. The script itself
Here's a
says,
group potion.
I'm gonna take it, don't worry. The script itself says Champagne du Leston.
Dude, let's start with
And it's
Meaning?
from the Wizards of Wine winery. He has all the booze.
There's a good array of like papers and rolled up parchments and scrolls next to where the crystal was on the table too. It looks like this is something of like a hodgepodge.
She'll like skim through a bit of it, like anything notable, names.
Go ahead and
Like-
roll investigation if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. Son of a bitch. Why am I in this? Like, this
This
is the
one you actually
worst
have to
thing I
search
can
for a
find
little
something
bit.
in. No, I get. I'm not complaining. We're like, why am I in this?
Oh.
Oh no.
Inspo,
No,
inspo.
I'm inspoing that.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
Better.
Not horrible.
Little one.
Above average.
There's a number of like bills of like order, official paperwork, ledgers, things like that. And then there's one scroll that seems to be rolled up in a very fine red ribbon.
Hmm.
It's an older parchment. It's quite yellowed
Mm.
with time.
I'll take that and open it.
There's Can you roll Arcana for me? I know, I'm last roll, I
No,
promise.
you're good. You're good. No, you're fine. Roll what you think is. Why am I trained in Arcana?
Just
There's
cleric
no spells.
things.
You got spells.
7. Not great. Viewer inspiration, maybe?
It looks like there's scrawlings on this.
Take it
It's
with
kind of you can't read it.
I don't know why there's a fucking pigeon in this room. Get the fuck out.
you. I like. Take it with you.
Yeah. I'm aware. Let me think. She will kind of look at Vasilka real quick, gauging her reaction to her going through all this.
She's just kind of got her head cocked, looking at you a little bit like quizzically, almost like she's bemused by you.
She will give a like polite smile, and she will put that in her back pocket. Before she will, as politely as she can, grab Vasilka by her arm in a leading manner, and like, we are going to leave.
She follows you easily,
And she
with
will
no
drop.
resistance.
Lucia will put the quartz back down.
The quartz back.
Take your time.
I'm thinking like it could be a spell component. This could be like a valuable because okay, you say it's quartz or it's diamond.
No, I think this
You're-
is one of the fucking winery stones.
I am taking it. Yeah, you just reminded me. I forgot about the winery
It's like-
stone. I'm grabbing it.
I was like, I can't cough anymore. Everybody's
I
gonna
am
be
shoving
annoyed.
it. I am shoving it in my bag, like
Okay.
deep in my bag. Same
With
with
your
the paper,
investigation
actually.
check, you can't tell if that's quartz or diamond. It's just
That's
a clear
fair. You're right.
gemstone.
You're right.
Okay, and she follows you easily enough.
And
And
I
just
will
kind
wait
of
the steps for them. I am not going up there.
Fair enough. Alright, now we're going to
So,
turn.
you like sport?
Oh boy.
She just kind of like,
Blinks one eye
yeah,
at a time.
pretty much. Not much for a fantasy league talk, to be honest.
Damn.
She tried to replace Tom Brady with an orc. Like,
Ah,
Oh my god. Anyway, cutting to Lobrin,
Yes.
who's quite by himself.
It's a lone Bryn.
You're in the courtyard.
Alone, Bryn.
forever alone, bro.
forever
Mishka,
alone.
Mishka Bellevue
Forever
is still chained on to the post. She's furled up. She's got her wings furled up around her. Looks like she's keeping them tight around her to kind of keep her a little bit warmer. And as you kind of enter, she kind of like coils a little bit and goes behind the stake just a bit.
Is there anyone else around, like Otto or the other
Nope,
person?
no,
whose
those
name
two
is,
went.
like-
Those two you remember went back to their post.
All right. Well, wasn't the one woman's post like right inside the gate?
No, Otto and
Oh,
Siegfried
finding
both
me.
had either sides of the gatehouse.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand here for a moment and stare. Just see.
She's staring back at you with her
After-
red eyes.
After a little bit of a pause, I'm just gonna take a step forward and just say, "It's quite all right. Name is Lobrin."
Roll persuasion.
I thought you were gonna say a
Persuasion.
housebroken
I was not, and you fucking know why.
Persuasion is just a general charisma check. I just like this person is very wary about you.
Also, the reasoning is, let me see persuasion. I think I actually have proficiency in persuasion. Yeah, I do. So I'll choose that if that's all right.
Sure.
Hey,
You guys are not rolling high times.
yeah, everyone's been rolling.
We're
like
doing
shit.
great tonight.
I know.
She beats her wings once and like jumps back as far as as she can before the chain kind of yanks her back to the ground. She just hisses at you with her like calicere like mouth.
Ew.
Very well. Do not wish to disturb you. I only
She's
came
going-
to offer some support. Can I tell if it can understand what I'm saying? Like, she can understand what I'm saying?
Roll insight.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Get your thing out, Aztec.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's below 15.
Well,
Yeah.
it said everyone was below a 15.
Hard to tell. Her expressions are not betraying a lot, but your gestures certainly are getting a big reaction.
I'm gonna go. You like sport?
She pulls out a football. No, I'm kidding.
Yes! Let's play
I
catch.
don't know if it's worrisome that your gestures are getting a reaction. Like she's scared of them. Like
Yeah.
if she's been hit, or if like people just because I don't know.
I'm just gonna move. a little
Most
further
awkward
away
social
and-
situation. Now you back away.
I
Step back.
should say, close to that post, that door that's just ahead of you, you're hearing a good ruckus from as you get closer to it.
What,
There's
this one?
there's chattering in
I
there.
tried to open.
Uh,
I don't
yeah.
want to actually open it.
I know. I
yeah,
just want
that
to see which one.
Alright.
Yes, the very same. There's
Alright.
chattering in there. There's hushed speaking. There seems to be like growls, yelling, all manner.
Well, actually, I'm on frigate party. I'll say as I kind of catch maybe a little more of that conversation as I was stepping away and diverting my focus. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna listen in against the door, see if I can hear anything that I can maybe discern a little better.
You can. There's a fair amount. It's hard to make out individual conversations because it's both conversations. There's screeches. There's laughter. There's the sounds of like chewing and gnashing. The sounds of like beating against what sounds to be like metal grating of some kind. And then there's very heavy footfalls back and forth, going doom, 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 getting close to the door and then going the opposite way. Something seems to be patrolling. Almost.
Patrolling, essentially. Should I go in there? I'm gonna ask the woman posted.
And she's just like from behind the post where she's kind of hiding from you. She just kind of like beats her wings a little bit and goes,
Well, that's not really a very clear answer, is it?
That's what Maya does every time I walk up to her.
Do I see this last time I went at the door? No, never mind. Angle-wise, no.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to somebody else, and I'm gonna try to find Siegfried if she's nearby.
You would remember that they
Not
were at,
boring.
they were at the gatehouse.
I will go find them. Assuming this is still within my bubble.
They were at the gay house?
The gay house?
That's
Getting
where
it
I
on.
live.
They would
Yeah.
be out here.
Hello, my gatehouse friends.
They're at the
They're at the gate bar.
the gate bar.
Whoa, paper! Whoa! Yo, what?
I'll step back out into the cold air as they see.
Whoa!
Presumably.
I'll go
Someone
below
clip
Ren.
that.
You don't see Siegfried, but Otto is just leaning outside of his gatehouse, kind of like against the stones. Seems to be rubbing his hands together a little bit, and as you approach, he just kind of sniffs his kind of dog-like muzzle and goes, "Oh, welcome back."
Otto.
Um,
Fancy seeing you again.
yes, are you having a pleasant time?
Yes, I just have a few more questions, if that's alright.
Well, I'm not sure I'm permitted to... Okay.
Assure you, it's quite alright. Going to say or do anything to get you in any sort of trouble so far as I can help it, whatever that might be. But, I heard a little bit of a noise coming from the left part over there. I'm just gonna, gesture towards the building and say, is there anything going on in there? It sounded like a bit of a party, almost.
Oh, it's no party you want to be involved in. Them's the lodgings.
And who is lodging there?
There's main lodgings, not guest lodgings. But that would be, my kin.
Your kin. The Belleviews.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to hear a bit more about the Belleviews. I heard a little bit from the abbot, but would like to talk to you yourself and just see if you could tell me anything more about the land and your family sister.
Don't know much about the family history. It's been some time, but I can tell you at least that, well, the abbot, he sees only very few of us as being very dependable. So me being at the gatehouse, that means I'm very competent and intelligent and I'm in a position of honor. But those in the lodgings, many of them don't really have their heads about them. Some of them are all right, but all of them are, well, maybe I shouldn't speak too much.
No, please, do go on. I find it quite interesting.
Well, you understand they don't really get let out so much.
And why is that?
For their own safety, more than anything. A lot of them are a little bit batty. Wouldn't be safe for themselves. Or others.
The abbot, how does he treat everybody here? It seems a little strange that everyone's sort of confined to the main lodging and isn't let out.
Not all of us. Those of us who are of sound mind are very intelligent, like myself. We get special privileges. But the others, they're the abbot's real good to us, but Cloven's in charge of taking care of his kin, and don't much like him.
I'm gonna insight all of that. In particular, the abbot being good to us and Cloven being maybe not so good. 14?
I wish I went with you. I'd be so good in this situation.
He seems forthright. He seems pretty happy to have someone to kind of boast to.
Yeah, I'm sure. I definitely got that vibe.
Poor guy. He's just wants to. He's like, I is smart. Is as kind. Is important.
Yes, I can tell that a man of your stature is doing very well here. And it should mean a lot coming from me, because you may not know this, but I am of noble blood.
You're one of them knights. I hear a story about the knights.
Yes.
I'm so glad I'm not there.
Been graced by the presence of Loneman of House Broken Golf.
Oh my god.
He kind of scratches
Give a little
his
bow.
He gives his a scratch of his dog muzzle a little bit, and he's like,
Gotta admit it, I expected a little bit different from the knights, but it's very impressive.
Yes, we all can't be as devilishly handsome and athletic as oneself.
he kind of just stands up a little straighter.
I'm gonna give a twirl of my mustache after that line as well, and then just say, the lodgings, I'm curious to perhaps enter, but, understandably, being new here, I don't want to disturb anyone. Is that something that you could perhaps guide me through, if I were to go with you?
He kind of looks past you, towards the lodging house that he's describing, and then back to you. And he looks back towards his gatehouse and says,
Not supposed to. Not supposed. You know what? Yes, I'll do it.
Yes, I knew you were a smart man indeed.
Right, I keep telling the others.
Yes, trust me, I know what it's like to be the smartest person in the room and no one's listening to you.
Oh God, no! It's an echo chamber.
Oh no. No, we have to intercept this.
No, you
Get one over
can't!
being
So
super
as
No!
I'm just walking with you a little bit, and he's like,
Noble knight like you must be the leader of your group.
So I do
I
sort of
hate you.
fancy myself a bit, of the leader, so to speak. I am definitely the most charming, good-looking.
he's kind of he kind of nods along as he's saying this. He's like nodding.
Pretty much all of that and then some. Anyway.
You know, I always tell the others they should be thankful to have my presence. I hope you tell your friends too.
Yes, trust me, they're very aware. I'm actually gonna look around for them to see if they're like coming outside.
Are we time bubbling? Like, are we
I'm
converging?
gonna give him a little bit more time, so long as it's all right with you guys.
Sure.
Just long enough to go into the lobby.
Die.
I think
it's not all right with me. I want everybody here.
I am sitting at the door, so I don't know if I would see them because that's where I am right now. I'm just sitting at the door with,
Vasilka?
or if I hear them talking as they're coming back out.
So Lobrin's not smart, but he ain't no dummy. So I'm gonna be a little guarded here, even as we're approaching together. I might distance myself a little and just be behind him.
Otto kind of scratches his muzzle a little bit, and he kind of looks to you as he takes the knocker of the door, and he says,
"Don't tell Cloven about this. He's keen on withholding food if he doesn't get his way."
Cloven will withhold food from you. What else does he do?
He's a nasty sort. He's one to hold grudges. He's supposed to be responsible for feeding all of them, but well, hold on a second. Oh, stay behind me.
And he kind of opens the door.
I will.
As he does so, you're immediately met walking back along this little path. Is like a stitched together, very large human figure, wearing like tattered rags. It's very clear that this is like a less graceful looking sort of golem than Vasilka. It's very large and made from like more muscular, stronger parts. And as he sees you, he begins marching up, and then Otto kind of puts his hands in and goes, oh, is it with me? And the golem just kind of stops. Doesn't say anything, but looks dully between you, and just begins patrolling again, marching back down the way he came.
I like stand completely still as this happens.
And then he kind of turns his head back and he says,
See, they respect me.
It's good to be respected.
"We get a little marker down for."
Oh God.
Wish my party respected me.
They're fools not to.
Thank you.
Oh my
Lowrin,
God.
come up in.
So as he begins leading you in, you'll notice that, like, as soon as the door opens, most of the gibbering and the ruckus making kind of stopped. There's some, like, hushed chattering and whatnot, and you hear some rattling. But going down, as he walks you down this, like, path, corridors, there's a series of, like, not quite cells, but very small rooms that are basically cells. Although there's basic amenities in there. One looks like they would have been beds if not almost every single one had been like splintered and ruined. And in each of these rooms, there's a number of mongrel folk in each, each looking just as bewildering as the last, with patchwork of like some animal form, some looking a little bit more humanoid, and some looking like, oh my gosh, on all fours. Each chamber is a little bit different. As you're entering, hold on 1 second.
I don't know where he went.
Oh, he's right ahead.
He doesn't have a light on, so it's hard to see him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As you pass the first one to the left, there's 3 mongrel folk that kind of all hide against the back wall and kind of like are breathing heavily. They look like they're actively frightened of you. And the one to the right is there's 4 mongrel folk. 2 of them are in the process of like wrestling and fighting each other, and the other 2 are just kind of like smacking the ground and kind of like making ruckus, encouraging them a little bit. But as you guys pass through, they like look upwards at you and halt, And the moment you take a step past to get right back to it. Just past that, there's another room where there's 7 mongrel folk that seem to be chanting some sort of incantation or something with not words you can make out. They've got their hands linked in a circle. What kind of spell it is, if any spell at all? I mean, you're not a magical sort, but it certainly doesn't seem like any you've heard.
I got a little bit of magic in me.
No, you don't.
Yes, he does.
As you start getting towards the right, there's 4 more in this right chamber. And as you step past, one of them just kind of lunges out and puts its arm, trying to reach you, just trying to grab you.
Oh shit!
And Otto just kind of like smacks the grating really, really hard. He says, "Hey, hey!" And they stagger back a little bit, but the one who's reaching out to you kind of looks very goat-like. He's got like hooves, got like almost like a muzzle, but with like a little black nose and like the goat-like eyes. Just says, "Food, food, food." And Otto just kind of like scares him off a little bit.
Look at him with sad eyes for a moment before continuing onward, because there's nothing I can really do right now to help him. Actually, do I have rations on me?
Yeah, you should, unless you used them all.
I'm gonna toss a ration, actually.
Like Otto doesn't stop you, but well, first of all, the mongrel folk immediately begin fighting over it. It's not just that he takes it and eats it. He's like, he grabs it and the others like lunge at him. The 4 in there immediately begin like quarreling, and Otto just kind of looks to you.
Mistake.
Kind of looks to you and says, "I wouldn't encourage him."
Why are they so starved? This doesn't seem right.
Well, Quince there, bit cloven not too long ago. He hasn't been bringing food around.
Cloven sounds horrible.
And the last one to the left, there is a group of them, a group of mongrel folk, give or take about 5 of them, that are that have like a sort of like statue in their particular room. It's a smaller statue, and they seem to be dancing around it in like a kind of feverish way. The statue itself is like very bizarre to see in one of these cells. It's, aside from the fact that it's like in this cell, it's all dirty, it appears to be gold or something like it. And they're like reverently dancing around it and just having a great old time. And Otto just kind of like says,
"Well, these few I'm all right with."
Me too. Seem like good sort. And he'll give a smile.
Otto nods a little bit and says,
But I wouldn't get too close to the grates.
But it's so mesmerizing.
Like a fucking moth.
Fuck slave. No, yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll keep walking. Following Otto.
Okay. The only other chambers out here are empty. And it looks like there were lodgings there at one point, but are no longer. And he just kind of says, turns back to me and he says,
You see, they can't be trusted to go be wandering around. They'll make trouble. Abbey used to say he's concerned about them going to Kresk and stealing things and killing livestock.
You think there's any sort of actual justification for that concern? Or is the abbot simply being very restrictive out of caution?
Yeah. Well, hard for me to say, but I think some of them would. I mean, you see them; they're fighting over the littlest things.
How did this happen? How did everyone get like this?
Kind of scratches the side of his head a little bit and says,
"Don't know. Been some time. Something about a curse. Something about a magical something."
Magical curse. Think, Otto. Think. You're one of the most smartest people I know.
And he kind of like takes his head in both of his hands and he shakes his head a little bit. He goes,
"Shake it harder, Otto. Shake it harder. Get that rage.
Magic.
Roll for encouragement. So nothing.
He just kind of looks to you sadly a little bit and he says,
I think I needed help at one point. I remember hearing that the Bellevue family were a group of lepers at one point. We were cured of our leprosy, but our forefathers, they had caused some manner of trouble because they asked for too much, and the abbot tried to give it to them, but it came out squirrely.
It pretty much lines up with what the abbot was saying.
Yeah.
All right. Do you regret, assuming what you say is correct recollection, do you regret a choice?
What choice?
Choice to be cured from leprosy, but be afflicted by, and restricted to this place.
Well, figure if I had leprosy, I'd be dead. But as it stands, I'm smart and I'm capable and I think I'm beautiful too.
Oh.
Slay.
That you are, my friend. That you are. I'm gonna give him a tap on the shoulder. If he'll let me.
And he just kind of like nods a little bit. He pants. He just like his little dog tongue lolls out.
I'll like give like a little like that was weird face for like a brief second, but try that with a little like, smile.
He says,
Anyway,
I should probably get you out of here before Cloven comes back. He'd be mad.
yes, that may be for the best. Is there anything else that you think would be useful information for me and my compatriots to know about this place?
He just kind of like looks upwards a little bit, puts his fingers along his muzzle, and he says,
"Oh, a woman upstairs is really mean. She's rude. Stay away from her."
Woman upstairs. I'm sorry. Is that here or in the other wing?
Upstairs in the barracks.
Oh, one of the guests. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. What did she look like, just so I'm aware of who to avoid?
Not like most of the villagers. They don't come up here. No, she colorful clothing and very striking, stand out kind of a. And she walked with something like a chip on her shoulder.
Did she say her name by any chance?
Not to me.
Wow, that is rather rude indeed. Not even making a proper introduction to the esteemed gatekeeper.
No, I told Siegfried that I was probably not. I don't really know, but it didn't seem manners.
Well, it's a good word for you, Otto. And rest assured, your secret will be safe with me. And I'll see what I can about knocking some sense into Cloven.
and he nods a little bit.
Oh, it's raining.
He's got a little bit of like a dog-like smile at that.
Oh.
Let's pan back to the people upstairs.
Could we take a 10-minute break first?
Oh, it is about that time, isn't it? Let's take a pee break, smoke break, snack break, whatever it is you gotta do break.
I don't think you took that potion, did you?
No, I didn't, but I will. And we will be back at 8:28.
10-minute break.
10-minute break.
Woo! Thanks,
No.
lovelies.
Do
Enjoy
not-
the slideshow.
Rabbit stew is not allowed.
Yeah.
God damn it. I
Be
get
right
it.
back.
Oh, this cutaway with Lobert is great.
This cutaway with Lobern has honestly made the entire session.
Yes, it's... Oh my god. I love Otto even more now.
We need a buddy cop movie between Otto and Lobern.
Oh, we do. Otto's gotta... We're getting Otto out of here. Like, yeah, in some way, somehow, like, after, you know, we save the land and everything, if we do...
Maybe we can come back.
We can take Otto with us or something, I don't know. Otto's good!
You know that leave, we'll do it later means we're not doing it. Especially in Barovia.
Well,
There
this
is
all
no
is
later.
debating on if we wake up the next day or not.
We wake up the next day and we're all just like stitched together in various parts.
We're all just one fucking, like, we're all grafted together.
Grafted, motherfucking grafted.
They've been grafted.
They've been grafted?
They've been drafted.
Been drafted.
And then we have to pick one of us to play the grafted amalgamation and everybody else makes new characters.
Oh my god.
It's you like sports?
You like
Like
sports?
sport.
We've got some work to do.
Can she even talk? Like,
Well, we'll figure that out.
this is
Alvaro.
Miranda. She's one of the boys.
Alvara. Alvara again.
Alvaro again.
Alvara, but blue.
There's no art of blue Alvara.
There isn't. Winter Alvara has not
Is
been
it not the
done yet.
emote?
Well, there's
There's
the
an
emote,
emote.
but I mean
There's the
like a fan art.
Hey, Alvara again.
Alvara
Whoa.
again.
Whoa. Alvara again, indeed.
Alvara looking good.
I like
It's
that connection a lot.
Damien.
Falco did such a fantastic job with that.
Falco did do a fantastic job.
I was thinking of getting some Lobran art done soon, but I'm still looking at perspective artists.
I want to do Lucia stuff. Speaking of Lucia, it's Grub.
And speaking of Lucia,
It's Grub.
yay Grub.
Yeah, we're trying to work on Lucia's dress, but things have been so busy.
We got time. With the pace that we keep, you got time.
Especially considering next week.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
I'm gonna announce this at the end of session, but just so y'all on break here as well, we do not have a Strahd session next week, because a handful of us are on vacation.
We're going to a convention. We're
Yeah.
going on an adventure.
We're going on
Y'all
an
are going to the-
adventure!
Y'all are going to the DashCon ball pit?
Yeah!
That's right. Jump in the pit.
Into the pit.
Into the pit. I need to play that game.
It looks good. Looks very good. I'm proud of
Lucia,
this
yeah.
FNAF edition. I Lucia. She don't look so. She look a little unnerved.
It's like chapter 1 Lucia with chapter 2 design.
Drinks with the dragon.
Is your birthday piece in this slideshow?
It should be. I remember putting it
Oh,
in
okay.
there. Yeah, there it
I was
is.
gonna
There it
slide the
is.
shit out of it. There it is.
There's another piece by Falco. Yay! That was a birthday gift from Gruta.
Yeah. For me, it's the core art of you and Gruta.
Well, get with the times, man.
There's a lot of art with you and Gruta.
Me and
How you see-
Gruta.
You just do.
Friend.
Look at Gruta with them big feet.
You guys peeps out.
Big feet.
Oh, I love the Audrin and Aztec art so much.
Mhm.
I love how the tail sticking out of the frame. I always love when
Yeah, isn't that
shit
fun?
does that.
Aw, Paper, you don't even gotta do nothing. I just appreciate y'all
No
being
paper
here.
Lucia.
The Twilight and Celeste art is also very good. That was
Yeah, that's
another
very, very
awesome
good.
gift.
Super dynamic, really nice.
Yeah, the Twilight and Celeste art.
And
is
there's
really good.
Arcee's.
There's Artsy.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm supposed to take a drink. Hold on 1 second.
You didn't take your
Mario.
potion yet. What's wrong? Oh, there's
Little bit of
Gruta and
medicine.
Lobrin.
Now that's a
Mario,
great
you're-
piece.
That is
Really
a
Tomorrow you're
expressive.
streaming again,
I
aren't you,
love it.
Winnie?
Am I what?
Tomorrow you're streaming again, aren't you?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a birthday stream.
I'm mad you're doing a birthday stream when I go to work.
I'm sorry.
It's a Friday too, so I can't even fuck with you on stream on my phone.
Oh, I'm gonna be streaming during the day. I'm gonna probably not be streaming like in the evening, but like midday.
I might have the chance.
Midday.
That's if I
Midday.
get up early.
Is that look down?
I think it was supposed to be.
I love that Twyla and Van Richten art. That artist is very talented. I recommend y'all
Yeah,
check
they
them
are.
out.
I'm really glad you discovered them.
Very, very talented. All of our lovelies that are on the slideshow are very talented. Please, y'all, check them out.
Yeah, check out these artists, support them, get some work done. They've all
We should
done
maybe
fantastic
make a
Support
paste
these
bin with, like-
artists.
We should maybe make like a paste bin with all the artists' like names.
We could.
How do
We
I
were
do that?
talking about maybe doing an artist tag in the Discord. For
There is an
people
artist
who-
tag.
Oh, that got put in?
It did get put in.
Nice.
It's just like not showing up on the sidebar, and I don't know how to change that.
It probably would have to be like a primary tag.
I'll fucks with it. Yeah, Paper got the artist role.
I am not lying, Lobrin. You are this close to losing healing privileges.
Man, what do you mean? What did I do?
You know what you did.
Who could it be now?
I need to commission more Lucia art, but I'm scared she's gonna die at any second.
She
Well,
made it this far. It could go in a memorial.
In memoriam. All I know is that if Lucia dies, my next character, we're cooked. Like, we're so cooked. Because I have a character idea already.
The barbarian, right?
No, it has pivoted hard.
oh really?
Yes. My big thing about making characters is I like making a character as opposite from the original as possible. So if Lucia is all about trying to be nice and like keep things together, this bitch is just gonna be crazy.
Wait, hold on. Lucia's about being nice?
Trying to.
I don't know about
I think
that.
maybe she used to be.
She's lost it.
Yeah.
Her original goal is to try and, help Barovia with its woes, and she's still doing that, just in a bitchy way. The next character is just going to be a knave, like a wild card.
Maverick. Lucia crying with the fucking medallion.
I know, that's super cute.
Be right back real quick.
That's a really cute emote, too.
As soon as she gets her gun, I'm going to get a lot of art about that.
Lucia with a gun art, let's go.
You're getting there.
We gotta work on that some more.
We just haven't had the time. Best thing to do is to look in this town, see if there's anything we can scavenge or trade for. I know there's no shops, but we can maybe exchange something. Also, I don't know if it was intentional, Derek, but it was really funny when you were talking about how cold it was, and I slipped the ring back on, and I heard like a sigh.
It's like, guys, you have to survive. You can't just sleep outside. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
There is a feat in Pathfinder that is really, really annoying called Forager, where basically what it would do is if you failed a subsisting check to try and survive in the wilderness, it would become a regular success. Like, you basically just couldn't fail. So being in the wilderness was like no issue for us. Worst case scenario, someone has no tent. Best case scenario, everyone's fed and sheltered. It was crazy.
That is a little bit
And
nuts.
then what ended up happening was wolves tore up one of our tents, so we had to see who had the most health to survive a snowstorm, and my barbarian drew the short straw. She endured, because the idea was every shift we would wake up the paladin just to use lay on hands, and then they'd go back to sleep after healing me. She ended up enduring like 187 cold damage.
Oh, wow.
Just throughout the night.
Oh shit.
Jesus
And they had to dig her up from the snow afterwards.
We're back.
We're back.
Something
Wow,
there's
that's
something that breaks
unfortunate.
survival or like outdoors checks in every game. In this game, it's Goodberry.
Good. I heard Goodberry.
Goodberry makes me so mad, dude.
I heard the way people fix that is like just Goodberry consumes material.
Yeah,
component.
that's generally the way to do it. And even then, it's
That's
like
the easiest way to
most
fix it.
broken first level. Because it's not only that, it's just like eating one berry, of which you get 10 with a first level spell, just solves all of your hunger ever, but it also gives you 1 HP. So at level 1, you get 10 HP to use whenever you want. Now they don't stack, but that you're using lesser health potions just to get people up from the dying status, and you get that 10 times for a level 1 spell. Really crazy.
Crazy.
Anyways, is everyone back?
This is last thing. I'm just gonna post this in Sanctum. This is the craziest GIF I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
Why is the caption? Okay, you know what?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why is it?
That's all right. Anyway.
Golly.
Move on.
All right.
Back
panning-
upstairs.
The fuck gif is that?
All right. So, is there anything else you guys want to say to either the abbot or Cloven? Cloven, who at this point is kind of like fiddling with some chests in the back right corner. Looks as though he's kind of trying to keep his back to you a little bit so you can't see the chest themselves.
I would like to say something to the abbot.
Go ahead.
I'll give him a nod and I'll say, I suppose we'll be reuniting with the rest of our party, but thank you again for your help and understanding.
And he just kind of like starts picking up his scalpel again and kind of running his hand along the cloth-covered humanoid figure on the table. And he says, "Well, it's no trouble at all. It is the will of the Morning Lord that I shelter and protect all those who need it.
From
And
downstairs,
and know that you may return anytime you wish."
Thank you, truly. Now, I have my end to keep up, and I intend to keep it.
I do have one question
Go ahead.
to the abbot. You said that soon. What's her name again?
Silka?
Vasilka. You said that Vasilka would soon be perfect. You just needed more time with her. If we're to take her now, how is she going to become just straight for Strahd? She still seems new to this world. Are you sure she's ready and capable?
I'm quite certain she learns very quickly. And you have 2 days yet.
That's our job, to make her ready.
Yeah,
Oh, for the love of God! I thought.
DM should figure it out, Jack.
That's where we come in.
I
Is
thought
the
it was
abbot
just
a rabbit?
dancing.
The abbot's in
That's my part.
That's the paper.
Oh my God!
The abbot is
How
not
am
a
I
rabbit.
supposed to teach her how to do?
How to bite someone's dick off.
I. Well.
Get the fuck off my Twitch recommendation. Sorry, I just saw something on my Twitch.
Now,
and that, like...
before I leave, is it alright if I ask, where did you say this other guest is?
And he's kind of like, he like takes the sheet off of this body and begins kind of like cutting a seam along the, what you can now see is a humanoid body's right arm. And
I'm gonna
looks like
squeamishly not look.
And he just
I want to see who it is.
Interestingly enough, Farron,
Andy had to go.
Mark died?
Oh, did he have to go?
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
Andy
done
Andy
already?
wasn't feeling well. He had to step away.
Interestingly enough, the body parts. Go ahead and roll perception on that, Farron.
Okay.
Huh?
Don't touch yourself.
I'm not in the middle of fucking. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it.
You
here.
can't let Aztec be right.
He's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this bitch doing?" Oh my God! We have not rolled above a 15.
It's really interesting. Some of the parts that are sewn into this particular figure look a lot like members of your parties.
What?
Hmm.
Like us?
Sewn onto what figure?
The figure he's working on. And then he continues and he says,
Disturbing.
yes, that one. She's in the barracks, just in the right portion.
I know you said she, has maybe caused a ruckus a little bit. Is it alright if I at least stop in and, say hello?
If you wish it. Although, she herself would probably not be pleased if I informed anyone here of her presence. She seemed like she was looking for sanctuary.
That's understandable, but... well, I don't know. Maybe it's just in my nature.
Well, I must admire that. And he says all of this without looking up from this particular body, which, Twilight, you too can tell is like... a lot of these body parts look really familiar.
Can I roll perception at this
I'm
point?
walking up to this shit. I'm walking closer.
It's Farron's melons.
I'm walking up to the table. And I'm gonna say, "What are you working on?" Not like that though.
Perception. Here we go. That's gonna be an 18.
Oh my God! Finally, something good.
Twyla, as you're looking at it, it's like this, like it's that right arm is the same right arm that's on your body right now. And then as you get closer, as you blink a little bit, it's just kind of like almost out of nowhere, just becomes completely alien to you. Almost like something's toying with you.
Right. Twyla's actually gonna get a little nervous at this point, and she's gonna go,
overstaying our welcome, gang.
again, thank you so much for the help. I'm just going to collect the rest of us, and we'll be on our way. Rest assured, she'll be taken care of and in good hands.
Be safe, my friends.
And
I'll
you
just
as
stay
well.
For a second when they walk out.
I'm leaving.
I just want to stay for a second.
Baron's about to get fucking just like deleted.
I'm fucking booking it. He's Sweeney Todding over here. I'm booking it.
No.
Lucia is like standing there with like Vasilka, and you can tell she's like trying to teach her something, like how to handshake.
Oh, Lucia.
Yes.
Teach her how
Vasilka.
to dap somebody up. Anyway,
You're trying
Hey.
to, and she's kind of like fumbling a
Are
little
we
bit.
leaving? She kind of
I
like
just have a few more questions for this guy.
she tugs Vasilka's arm. It falls off, and then she like
Oh.
just pushes it back in like a Lego.
Oh my god.
This is very interesting, what you have here. What is it that you're working on?
He doesn't look up from his quarry even once, and he just kind of says, "You should follow your friends. You could get lost. Those that are lost are in some manner of danger."
Baron, we should really go. You hear from below.
Coming!
Sorry, I got something in my throat. Come on.
Can I roll just a quick Arcana check before I leave?
Sure.
I'm not fucking dealing with goddamn super scroll of our party right now. Like we are leaving.
We cannot get on this guy's bad side, dude.
Oh my god,
You
whatever.
have no idea what's going
What
on.
diva?
I'm gonna say, well...
Thank
I
you
hope
for the
you have
stew I
a-
did not eat.
Thank you for your hospitality, and... Did you say that I recognized a certain... I mean, it looked like our body parts. Was there anything specific that looked like mine?
Yeah, actually. It's
Is it the melons?
no, it's more like the leg. The right leg in particular. It's like
The right leg?
there are manners of scars, birthmarks, freckles, whatever it would be. It looks identical to yours, at least from a glance.
I'll say, thank you for your hospitality, and, that right leg looks pretty good. And then I turn around and walk out.
And he just kind of like squints at the right leg, looks to you, and then looks back to the right leg, and then just kind of like continues his work.
Makes her
Lucia, have you seen Lobrin?
Open the door.
Lawrence
Open the
probably getting himself in
door.
trouble, so
That's the wrong
Oh,
way.
so he's not with you?
Damn it!
no.
Oh
I
boy.
think I'd stand with that guy.
Well,
the door
I don't
burst
really-
open.
Lobrin!
Shift clicking.
Dude,
Oh.
the dude's insufferable, full of himself, and I'm glad his fucking retainers aren't here, so they don't have to write how much of a moron he is. She sees you while saying that.
Where am I going?
You continue to disappoint me, Lucia.
And Argyle is just kind
Mhm.
of just like furrow his brow a little bit. He's just gonna be like, it's a very interesting found family that I've come upon.
Aragal, welcome to the club.
Well, you're stuck with us, so.
Here, can you shift click me? I'm lost.
I'm gonna like whisper into like Aragal's ear and go, help me.
What do you call these
Me.
people, my
You
family?
say what?
I whisper into Aragal's ear, help me with this.
And what are you asking me to help him with?
These people,
This
just them.
situation.
Leave us them.
Oh, okay.
Iragol's not a helper.
And he just kind of like clears his throat a little bit, and he says, "I suppose we should leave." And he kind of gives
Absolutely.
you a side. He
And then
gives
she-
Twyla a sidelong glance as if to say, like, right? Is that?
I did
what-
good.
I give him a
did
little, I give him a little pat on the shoulder and go,
I'm not calling you
That'll
boy
do.
or going-
I think we should get the hell out of here immediately.
listen, before we go, there's just one thing I need to check, and that's the
I'm
barracks.
scared.
Twyla, we
Look,
need the fucking
I
leave.
understand. Listen, there's someone here causing trouble. I just want to take a look. I just need to
that's
look.
their problem to do. That's
I'll go-
their problem to do.
I'll go with you. I agree.
Both of you.
I
fine.
shall join as well.
Quinton!
Quinton's here.
Quinton.
Thank
My
you,
boy.
Quinton.
Oh, it's good to see you, my beloved Quinton.
And thank you for the
Lucia is
potion of
going to-
hydration.
Just out of pure frustration, she's gonna like just walk up and like lightly just hit her forehead against the wall.
Don't
Fine.
do Lucia, not in front of
Strength-
Vasilka.
And Vasilka also bugs her head on the wall.
No, Vasilka, we
Don't do
that
honey.
is not
That's
that's
good.
not appropriate.
No.
She just
Lucia
kinda,
being
like,
a shining model of eminence for all.
I'm gonna-
she just kind of blinks blankly a little bit, and then she just kind of looks at the bottle in her hand and like hands it out to you.
Oh, I'm gonna look to Farron and go, Farron, can you keep an eye on Vasilka for just a
I'll
moment?
take the bottle. Thank
What?
you.
I mean, I did kind of want to see who was there, but yeah, I will.
I don't want her to pick up any bad behaviors.
Lucia will like just kind of stand in the door real quick,
as long
not
as
block anyone.
Logren's not here, it shouldn't be too hard.
She just picked that
Just
one up
like-
from Lucia.
Well, you know, it's one thing compared to probably
gonna
like 10
come back
things.
and
But
fucking
what,
Vasilka's
you
gonna
can
be fucking
leave
herself.
now too. You and Lucia seem to be sharing the same opinion and brain.
We listen. I'm not gonna stop you two from this.
Just 2
But-
minutes, 2 minutes.
You have 2 minutes starting
Where
now.
are we
Two
Go.
thinking
minutes.
it is upstairs again?
Alright, where's the barracks, Derek?
Okay, he had only indicated that it was on the right side of the building, otherwise the east wing, as it were.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm looking around the map. I don't understand where that is.
Okay, I'll see if I can direct a
Can
little
you
bit.
move
then.
us? Yeah, if you don't
Aragorn
mind.
with us or with them?
Aragal is going with them.
Okay.
Oh, he's outside with Lucia, but I am curious about who the visitor is. Well, could we
Tell
like leave Argal with Lucia and I go with Twyla? and
Cloven
Logren?
kind of hobbles down a little bit and starts following you guys. His is like a kind of peculiar gait, and he's sort of dragging his foot a little bit. And he just
I'm
kind
gonna
of goes.
give him kind of a nasty stare.
He just kind of like looks at you and curls his lip a little bit, but otherwise steps forward.
Did you
so
give
can
him a
walk over.
grung mini?
Yeah, close enough.
The grind.
Grunt.
And he just kind of goes, "Oh yeah."
All right. I guess
Abbott
Lucia's
was,
babysitting while everyone waits more time.
Abbott was telling me you were looking to be checking out the barracks, and so I figured I'd make sure you were in safekeeping. Like,
Do you know where it
We
is?
I should hope so.
If I look down, does he have a nice gut? Is he well fed?
Yeah.
I
He-
fucking
he's-
hate him.
He's poorly.
Well, Farron, you wouldn't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that.
I know.
I know how to character though. I get the.
I'm
And
just,
Out of
like,
character,
I
this
know
guy
that.
fucking sucks.
And I hate
Yeah.
him.
And he,
I
Otto's
want to go
not here.
with them because I'm very curious about the.
Out of the
Does
safety
Vasilka
of
come with us?
Vasilka-
Or are they staying
out
there?
of
She's
the
with
safety for
Lucia.
Vasilka's not going
Vasilka,
anywhere.
I have to babysit, so I am standing by the
I'm
well.
sorry about
Don't teach her any bad things!
I
As
was
you
like,
enter,
maybe Argal
Y'all
could stay
shouldn't-
with her.
Y'all shouldn't leave her. with the
Argal's not a
pissed
good choice either!
I know, but I really want to know what's happening.
all right.
here. I'm
As you
curious.
guys,
Farron
as you
would
guys
wanna
enter,
know.
that's enough. As you guys enter, Cloven's just gonna put his hands out and stop the flesh golem from coming any forward. He's gonna go, all right, that's it. It's just me. And he's gonna stand in front of this entryway. He's gonna say, "Oh, no further than there's stairways just around that there corner. Here, you understand?
Over there?
Well, that's the place.
Okay, perfect.
Not gonna be coming with you. I got some work to be doing, and she, I don't much like her.
Well, we don't mean to interfere. It'll just take a quick moment if that's okay.
I'm just gonna
All right,
stop
then.
and give him kind of a nasty
going up.
stare for a few seconds. as I
He's
tread
got
behind.
his larger head.
Hit the Dougie.
His larger head just kind of looks at you blankly, but the smaller one, the kind of like baby-like head that's on his shoulder, kind of just like eyes, like opens his eyes a little bit, and you swear it almost kind of glares you in the best way it can.
I'll just continue onward. There's nothing I can do now. But Cloven is somebody I would be okay with removing for the sake of the greater good. Just leave it at that. Alright, I'm gonna scamper up and catch up with the rest of the party at the train.
All right, hold on just 1 second as I enter something in real quick. Begging your pardon.
These logs.
There, I'm gonna DM you something that Lucia's doing while
So be
this
it,
is
so
happening.
be it. Okay. And as you enter this upper area, it's notably more quiet than the downstairs was. As a matter of fact,
while there was chittering and all sorts of chattering, as Cloven's voice rang out for the first time, they all sort of quieted down quite a bit. And Argal kind of is the first to walk through a little bit, and he says, it's, I think they are in need of an interior designer.
What was your first
You're
idea?
Going for shabby chic? That was
Yes,
a bad joke.
Thank
I
you for
think
the
they
posture
forgot
check.
the chic side. That was a worse joke. Excuse me. And he just kind of opens the door. As he does so, you see that there is a large kind of like corridor that's been filled with like lodgings. Something that certainly fits the bill of being a barracks. And sitting with her back facing you, kind of like wrapping her leg, one false leg still on the
Fucking knew
ground.
it.
Yeah,
She kind of turns her head, and her jaw kind of drops a little bit as you enter. She looks between each of you, and she just goes, "Oh heavens!
I'm gonna point to her and go, aha!
How in all of the way? How is it possible that
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question? Weren't you supposed to be going to the stronghold? This is what I was told."
Van Richten said that there was something here.
Yes, I'm sure he did. Maybe he meant me.
Well,
I was sent here to
we
scout
got
the
the other
area out.
something, and now I guess we're taking you too.
Well, come on. We're not leaving you
not-
here.
Hold on.
It's
I'm
not
gonna
up
walk
to
up.
you.
I'm gonna walk up to her.
And
Oh,
she just
God,
kind of
here we
like,
go.
she kind of looks down her nose a little bit. Well, she's about your height, and she just kind of like sneers at you a little bit. And she's like, "Yes."
Oh, you were rather rude to the gatekeeper who let you in. A man by the name of Otto. Sound familiar?
I had places to be, and then, if you can't tell, she gestures to her leg, which has a notable bite mark on it. She says, "I was not in the best of spirits."
Her not her prosthetic leg.
Oh no, her still human leg has a bite mark in it.
Yikes.
How bad is it?
Oh.
I'm gonna go over and can I go over and do a medicine check?
Sure can. But she's like, as you get closer, she just kind of like steps back a little bit. And she's like, okay, that's close enough.
Yeah,
What?
I agree. You're getting a little too close there.
As
Logan,
you
you're
do,
closer
big
than I
man.
am.
No, no, I
wanna-
have important business to settle.
If it's okay, can I just take a look at that mark?
Yes, from where you are, you may take a look.
Yes, and I will take a look too.
No,
Okay.
that's close enough
I'm
as
gonna
well.
give myself a little support if that's okay. So if you see me, if it's okay with the DM, so if you see me muttering something to myself, it's just like some moral support. Can I cast guidance when I do this?
Who
You
is
sure
this?
can.
Who is the demon that you speak of?
She just kind of like glares a little bit, and then Aragal, who's in the corner of the room,
Yeah.
she finally, her eyes fall on him, and she just kind of like stops, like
Funny.
mid-sentence from like her next chiding sentence she was going to throw at you, and she just looks to him and she says, "Is he with you?"
He is.
And Aragal just kind of like clears his throat a little bit, breathes in deeply, and then just says, "I am going to wait outside, begging your pardon."
I think we would prefer if you stayed here. It's good to stay together.
And the door closes behind you.
Okay.
You know him?
Yes, I know him. We've met.
Oh, I
Doesn't
see.
sound like you met on good terms, huh?
Hey, can I insight to see if I can tell a little bit more? Maybe if there's that-
It is
A romantic
remarkable to
history?
me. Yeah, you can roll insight, and then she's just going to continue, and she's going to say, "It is remarkable to me that Van Richten has such ideas about you three when you do not even know the company you keep. That is one of Strahd's servants. Are you not aware?"
He used to
We
be.
know.
Oh, he used to be. Yes, he turned goat, of course. And now his loyalty lies with you, this ragtag group of... What again?
I kind of adore how much she's tearing into how stupid we are.
I know.
Well,
Well, we helped save someone
Hot.
very
Okay, to be
important to
back.
him, and he vowed to help us.
He vowed to help you, yes. Yes, and his word is worth a good amount, I assure you.
Listen, I don't know how much we can trust him either, but for right now, he's been a big help, and I'd like to keep him on our side for as long as possible.
Yes, big help. Yes, I'm sure he'll help himself to cutting your throats when you least expect it.
We did him
Listen,
too good of a turn for him to do that.
we did. You don't
I mean,
know
I braided flowers in his hair, and he didn't cut my throat. I think
You
that's
are
saying something.
hopelessly naive, each of you. And these two, I can expect it from a little bit. But you, Twyla Van Richten, he spoke so highly of you.
Well, Van Richten trusts him as well. We brought him there.
I'm gonna put a hand out. I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, you can distrust him all you want, but don't insult my friends. And I point to Twyla.
I'm gonna take a few steps back and turn around and just go, you know, Esmeralda, you seem very quick to judge those around you.
Oh, that was a 23 medicine check, by the way. I forgot.
Yeah, she's been bitten by a large canine of some kind.
I knew it.
I wonder what in this world.
And she just kind of like...
It was me.
She grits... Got that dog in you. Yeah.
I got that fucking dog in me.
And she just kind of
Would I be
grits
able
her
to
teeth a little
ascertain that
bit.
it's a werewolf? Like
It's, you know, whether or not you ascertain, it's a large canine bite. That's what you know.
I'm gonna look and say, did you get bitten? Did you get bitten by
She
a
grits her
fucking
teeth
werewolf?
and she like points her finger at your chest and she says, "Not another word. I am not getting in any more trouble on your behalf. Do you understand me? And if I am quick to judge, maybe it is because I am better at keeping myself alive than you, sorry lot."
I look at her leg,
Alive for a while.
and then I look back to us, and then I look at her leg, and then I look at her.
What do you call that?
I call this a bad turn, but I have to take care of myself. You've got your
Listen,
own merry band to look
we're
after
not-
you, and you've been here 2 weeks.
We're not your enemy, Esmeralda. We're trying to help you.
Yes.
Now listen, just... Farron, does it look bad? Obviously it looks bad, but in your best judgment, is it bad?
Have you started experiencing symptoms?
Symptoms? Do you know about lycanthropy? Is that what it's called?
Lycanthropy, but I don't know.
No,
if that was
I know what it's called.
Lobrin.
Out of character, I know that.
Lobrin.
Lobrin does not. Yeah.
And she
Couldn't
just kind
tell
of,
I had
she just
one
kind of
now.
like looks down her nose at you a little bit. She says, "You know the symptoms. What were they? Irritation, annoyance at little things. Oh yes, I am experiencing them. But no, this is a wolf bite, not a werewolf bite. So you needn't worry about my behalf."
Insight!
Yeah,
Insight. Can I insight that?
Because if it's just
Lucia,
a bite, then I'm going to heal her.
Come on,
I
Ayla.
am so sad Lucia's not in that room right now. She would have loved this.
Flaccid
21 and
20.
2 20s. Let's go.
2 flaccid 20s
Let's
and a
get some
shit
placids in the
She's
chat.
clearly irritable. For
Oh,
I know-
that.
the
Rolled a
we
5 and
don't-
got
the
that,
wounds,
Derek.
the
Give us
wounds,
something else.
the wounds is probably contributing to that. Her circumstances as well, but she seems like she's giving you the truth.
All right, I'm gonna cure wounds her.
I'm
I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna have to touch you to make that a little better. Is that okay?
And she just kind of like sneers a little bit, and then she goes, "Fine, make it quick."
Thought of something
All right, she heals the wound. I heal wound 10. I don't know. Does it do anything?
And she just kind of, yeah, I mean, it closes quite a bit, quite like almost fully.
Oh.
And then she just kind of like shakes her head a little bit, and she says, "I suppose I should apologize, but I'm not going to. You bring a killer to my doorstep."
We know what he is. But
You're really killing my tough guy personality.
my tough guy personality.
I step out of your light, Esmeralda.
You know, that very man had tailed me for some time before he entered your party. I wonder what he meant to do to me. Perhaps it was tea. Or maybe that knife on his hip had something to do with it.
Maybe
It was
tea.
probably the latter.
Could have been tea. You never know.
But it's complicated and different now. We're taking anything we can get.
Look, he had a bounty on all of our heads, and he forego it and gave it to us just to help us. After we helped him. He's not looking to harm us, and I don't think he's looking to harm you either.
At least for right now, and I'd like to keep it that way, potentially permanently. That would be nice.
Fine. If you trust him, then so be it. But I must tell you, I will not be keeping lodgings with him.
Are you coming back with us or not?
And she just kind of stops a little bit. And looks to her leg, kind of tests her weight on it a little bit. She says,
I got one more in me if you want a little more healing.
You know, I am out this far because I was supposed to find the whereabouts of a certain den that was of importance to you. And until that work is done, I'm afraid I cannot go back to the tower. No, that would be... He would be... he would be too satisfied with that.
He would be.
Esmeralda, we can't just leave you here like this. And Twyla's actually gonna be looking, like, she's been looking kind of exasperated for, like, a while. Maybe even, like, days. But at this point, she's, like, genuinely looking concerned, and she's, like, almost begging, like, we really can't leave you here, please. Let us help you.
You know, I would rather fight several more wolves than sleep anywhere in proximity of that man. But, for what it's
not,
worth...
Esmeralda. I don't think it's very safe here. I think it's in your best interest to come with us.
And she just kind of, like, squints her eyes at you a little bit, and she says, "What was your first clue the horde of beast folk downstairs? Or maybe it was
No.
the flesh golems, or maybe
That's
it was..."
not what I'm worried about.
Mm-hmm. Well, go on then.
I'm worried about a very certain someone whom I'm sure you've met. And I really think you should leave with us. Or leave without us. Just... I'll heal you. But get out of here.
We can go sleep in the stables. You want to sleep with us in the stables?
I'll make sure he sleeps outside of the stables.
We'll take watch.
Yeah.
I have to confess, you are not selling the idea.
Is it better than being in here with a crazy guy? That guy's crazy.
I had no intention of staying here. I merely meant to patch my wounds and leave at my earliest convenience.
You should leave before he decides to maybe take some more for himself.
Right.
Sounds disturbing. What are you talking about, even?
Never mind, I'll tell you later.
Fine, I'll come with you. But once we are out of Kresk, I go my own way. I have unfinished work to do.
That's fine, but please just come with us for now.
So
I'm gonna
be it.
drop just one more cure wounds into her, just so like maybe it heals completely and she can walk. What the hell? Where are my dice going? Whoa!
That's better. That's a 15.
That's the max healing she can get. She gets 15. And now I am out of level 1 spell slots.
While she does that, can I cast Sending? Derek's muted.
0.
Sorry about that.
Where'd you go, boy?
You certainly can.
I healed her 15. She good
Okay.
to walk.
Yeah, that wound is completely closed.
Nice.
Oh, thank God. Alright, I'm casting Sending. And I'm sending it to Good.
Okay.
Oh, let's get the counters out. Hold up.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I gotta get my hands out.
No, that's gonna distract you more.
Well, it helps me, like, consider what I'm gonna say if I can see it, like, in front of my face.
Okay.
But yeah, keep track as well, because I might lose track somewhere along the way. Okay. Hey, Sunlight. We found something great. As well as Esmeralda.
As well as. She's not great.
She's alright. And the counts.
I know, I counted it.
Okay, I'm back, sorry.
Trying
Did
to
Lobrin take
decide what's next. What do you think? Miss you bunches.
Miss you bunches. You have one more word left if
Miss
you
you.
want.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. A couple moments pass, and you hear a response back in your head. It says, "Sunlight, huh? I can get used to that one.
It's wasting words.
Blurg.
Take care of her. Take care of yourself. Road's not safe. See you soon."
Alright. I'll just relay what he said. and that the roads aren't safe, and that we'll see him soon to everyone.
Do you relate everything he
No,
said?
I don't.
What did he say when you thought him? Never mind. It's okay. I won't pry.
And one more thing before we leave. I need to tell you all about something disturbing.
What's
I'm
wrong,
gonna relay-
Lubin?
I'm gonna relay my conversation with Otto and everyone, and
Ooh.
Cloven's mistreatment of all of them.
Wait, seriously?
I think we should do something about Cloven before we leave.
Well, he's down
No.
there, right? Should we talk to him?
I don't know if talking to him was really gonna do anything beyond getting others in trouble. I was
Well,
thinking of more.
assaulting him's not gonna do anything.
We could intimidate him, but if we're leaving, he's not gonna give a shit at the end of the day.
It's a shame our most persuasive person isn't here right now.
I think our most persuasive person would also agree not to play fucking Batman when we need to
I
go.
know.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
know. Listen, my alignment is chaotic good. That is very much bad.
Oh yeah, I'm not dissing you. I'm more just being like, I'm not playing fucking Batman here. Like,
I'm
By the way-
playing
Oh.
Batman.
By the way, real quick. Lubin, did you say you were that you took the wine bottle?
Yeah, I did. I have it in my hand.
okay, damn it.
Why?
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, no reason.
Oh, no reason, eh? No reason.
Yeah, no reason at all.
Good.
Oh, wait, I've got an idea. Lobrin, what about this? I don't want to get us in any more trouble here by taking matters into our own hands, especially while we have Vasilka and Esmeralda and Aragal in our care, but what if, as we're heading out of here, all sneaky-like, and get this, what if I send another message to the abbot and I snitch?
Not sure.
No.
I don't
What
know.
if I tell
I
the
was gonna
abbot
say
that
we
he's
could
being
send, like-
nasty?
Well, also, how do
was gonna say
I
we
even?
could just send Esmeralda to intimidate him, and she'd probably do a great job. But
Esmeralda. Yes.
I'm not
oh
there.
my
I'm with me. I'm not
gosh.
there.
I should have talked to you to start with. Of course, these two would choose to do nothing again, but you.
what?
You are
That
a
was
woman
my idea.
action. Your idea to have her go alone, but I will go with you, and together our might will instill fear into that creature known as Cloven.
And
Okay,
she just
well,
kind of like
you could see what she says.
she just kind of looks to you a little bit and she says, yes, Cloven. And she takes an axe out and like flips it in her hand, catches the hand, and she says, that's the one with the crab claw, is that right? Is he downstairs? I can take care of this in a matter of moments.
Yes,
No, no, no,
yes.
no,
You and
no.
I will do it together, alright?
No.
Well, we're not killing anyone because the abbot would
No, not
smite
killing.
us all.
More
We'll
like,
just
send a message,
scare him.
right? I'm gonna stare at Esmeralda.
Then why not
Oh,
let the
yes.
person that's in charge of him scare him?
We don't know if they'll work together. They could be
I
okay
don't think
with
the abbot knows anything of what's going on besides his own little circle. He seems to be
Yeah,
a little
but-
unawares.
it. Right, that's kind of the problem, isn't it?
So why don't I snitch to him? I could tell him.
Well, how do I even know you're actually doing it? You could just say a bunch of words and pretend that you're sending him a message and really just keep
wouldn't
saying,
Because you can
Why?
see the magic in the air when I do it. Lobert, I taught you magic. You should know this.
let me see the magic in the air.
You just saw it when she talked.
Alright, I'm
to
gonna cast
Rocket.
sending right now.
Hey, I wasn't paying attention. Let me
I'm
see.
casting another sending to,
Convention, Lobrin.
Do I,
to the
do I
cab-
see do I see the magic in the air as she does this?
It has visual, semantic, and material components, which it doesn't count because of my, my focus, but...
Can you describe the visual?
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw, like, a quick symbol in the air, and it's gonna make a dark blue, arcane flourish before it kind of, has this kind of sparkly quality that then goes into my mind, and I'm going to speak aloud, almost like into, a little microphone.
Hold on, before you say another word. I've heard stories about different wizards doing...
I'm casting sending right now, so I'm gonna start
gonna
talking, and you're gonna see arcane energy coming out of my mouth into my hand all quiet-like. And Derek, I'm casting this to the abbot.
And if he
Okay.
talks again, I'm elbowing him.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, thank you again. We're leaving now. Also, don't know if you know, but was told, Cloven is starving the others. Not cool. Please do something. And that's it.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got 2 more words if you want,
Not
but you don't really
cool.
need them.
I have 2
Lol,
words.
lol,
You have 2 more words, yeah.
lol, kitty face.
Thank you. And that's all.
Little kitty pig.
All right. Does
Okay.
she say anything?
A couple moments pass. Several moments, as a matter of fact. The silence hangs in the air to the extent where you likely start to wonder whether or not he's going to answer at all. And then finally he says, "Be safe. Take care of Isilka. I will see to this."
I will nod as I'm like, I close my eyes, like listening in because I'm trying to, after waiting, because I'm like unsure if he's gonna respond or not. Focusing. And then I'm gonna open my eyes and say, he said he wished us luck and to take care of Isilka, and that he will take care of this.
That's good.
But is it enough?
Yes, it's enough, and I'm leaving. Tyler starts leaving.
Notably, Esmeralda keeps her axe in her hand as she starts making her way. And you'll notice that Aragal is waiting at the door.
Oh, sorry.
And she just kind of like looks at him with a sneer and says, "Pleasure to see you again." And he just kind of like purses his lips a little bit and says, "Yeah, it's all mine."
I look to Aragal and give him like a nod of like, it's okay.
He just kind of takes the lead, but he looks like he's actively trying to
This
keep.
is so awkward. I don't say that out loud.
I look to Feyre and I give her a look of, he's trying his best.
Yeah, I think so.
As you guys are walking out,
We meet back up with Vasilka and Lucia.
well, before you do, as you're passing through, as Cloven, who is still standing right at the entryway, kind of like facing out, looks like he's almost like guarding it. As you're passing, Esmeralda kind of looks back to Lobrin and just kind of mouths with a soft whisper, just going like, "Is this the one?" As she like points to Cloven. Cloven just kind of looks like, "Huh?"
I'm gonna
She's
walk
talking-
up. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just.
Do you
walk
answer
up
her?
instead. No, I don't. I'm gonna walk up and just go.
I teleported to the wrong place.
You're ready.
Yes, yes.
You go past
So,
me, I'm like all confused.
Esmeralda, I do believe we should continue onward. I think this is going to be handled.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Oh, of course. Silly me. And, hold on one sec.
Oh, she's gonna hit him.
Yeah, she just kind of takes the grip of her axe, and she doesn't, like, use the axe, but she, like, throws a punch, and it, oh my god, it lands in spades. Let me roll damage.
Esmeralda!
It's not going to be a lot, but... Okay.
Do I see this happening?
So she says, "Oh yes, of course, silly me," and just throws a freaking sucker punch into Cloven's larger head. I say that because he's got two heads. For those of you who don't know,
Oh, his
I'm not
larger head, eh?
To the baby head.
yeah, and he takes the punch and falls flat on his butt and just kind of goes, "Oh, oh, oh."
My god, Derek!
My god, did that sound really
I'm gonna take a step up and just go. That's what justice feels like.
Oh, excuse me. I am so clumsy. Excuse me.
Yes, that was quite good, actually.
And he just
Alright,
kind of
let's
gets
go,
up and
let's
he goes, I'm bringing assault, and he kind of runs past you towards the main hall.
Oh
Okay,
my
we're
god.
We're leaving now. Everybody go. Come on, let's go.
What'd you do
Sorry.
that for?
Twyla's just chilling by the by
Twyla?
the well. Not Twyla, Lucia.
Lucia, come on.
Lucia,
We're going
Vasilka,
now.
we have to go!
Come on. Now, right now. We're
What
going.
did Lobrin do as she begins picking up the pace?
Something
and she will, like, grab her
stupid!
by the
It
arm.
wasn't Lobrin this time. Let's
go.
Fucking
Let's go.
surprise.
As Esmeralda sees you, she says, "Oh, hello, Lucia. Hello, Ark." And,
You able to walk?
Strange run?
And she's kind of like eyeing the leg. You able to walk?
Healed
Well,
it.
And she
I
just
assume
kind of
you'd
like,
still be wounded, like how Lucia has scars.
she's like, she looks down, assumes that you're talking about her prosthetic leg, and she says, and she just kind of like spits on the ground.
Okay.
Let's move.
Let's move.
And,
I'm gonna take one last look at the back girl and see what she's doing at this time.
As you all walk out, she's like scurrying behind her post, like trying
What
to
did you
hide.
fucking
Poor
do,
thing.
fucking morons?
All right. Let's
She's
go.
like
Let's go.
irate from like
Wait,
just
don't
hearing
forget.
that y'all did
Don't
something.
forget. We're missing two people.
We need Vasilka.
Well, we're going to a different map anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. As we leave and scamper past Otto, can I do one thing?
Yeah, you sure can.
I'm gonna stop Esmeralda.
Okay, at the gatehouse. Sure.
Esmeralda, if I may have a word with you.
Oh, for the love
And-
of
and,
God, we gotta
okay.
get the hell out
And-
of here.
She like is putting her axe back into its little like leather kind of like a holster. I guess it's not a hilt.
There's a word for it, like a ring sheath.
Oh yeah, I can't remember the ringlet, whatever. And she just kind of like crosses her arms and says, "Make it quick, please."
I want you to apologize to my friend here for your rude decorum earlier.
And you're talking to Otto, who at this point is like standing upright, and he's like,
Otto.
he's trying to like maintain a sort of like
Just called a weapon ring.
a sort of guard like decorum, and she just kind of like stands upright. I'm gonna have you roll persuasion on that.
Oh God, they're all the way up there.
Has to be disadvantage, right?
No, because it's not a big ask. It's like she doesn't know this guy. There's no consequence.
Yeah, she also did say she was hurt.
Can I? Would she notice if I cast guidance on him?
Yeah, she would.
That's a natural one.
Oh.
And I don't have inspo.
Can I give him my inspo?
Yeah, you can if you want. You can do whatever you want with your inspo.
Lobrin, have my inspo. I don't need it.
Wait till I can roll it too. Now it's 17 on the back.
Oh!
And she just kind of taps her prosthetic foot a little bit along the stonework, and you just hear a little tick, 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 tick. And then she walks over to Otto, and Otto just kind of like recoils it back against the wall a little bit and looks a little nervous. And then she just goes, "Good guardsman, I offer my humblest apologies for my most despicable decorum."
Oh.
And he just kind of like sniffs his nose a little bit. He's wide-eyed, and he just goes, "That's okay."
See how good it is to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We're learning. You know, I do admire you, Esmeralda, but if this is gonna work...
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god!
No. If this is gonna
Take
work,
Vasilka away
as
from my
in,
care before I teach her murder.
As in you being
I
a
take
member of
Vasilka's hand.
Archie,
Thank
I mean. You know, you're going to need to treat many people with kindness before whipping out the sword. Don't clip that paper, I fucking swear.
Whip out the sword, Esmeralda. I will
Fan
be on
art
my knees.
now of that.
The
Now.
sword, I'm on my knees, bro.
Do you have any idea where we might find lodgings tonight, if not here?
Somewhere
Stables are
better.
A camp. They don't really have
We could just
idea
camp in the middle of the town. Who's to stop us?
The guards.
What guards?
Didn't the man the head of the town say there was stables but no inn? That to me that meant
The burgomaster had stables behind his house. They were like personal.
well, what if we? I mean, our horses are there. What if we just go there? What's the harm?
You can if you want to sleep in a stable in the freezing weather. I mean, we have the rain.
Bring them
but,
more.
Yeah, but
There's no such thing as freezing
are
weather.
we all
for
gonna
us.
be able to sleep in a close
Yeah,
proximity?
you're gonna
we need
kind of
to
cuddle.
find-
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Fan
We'll
art
find
now
something.
of
We can
that.
always.
As this
bribe
all's
them.
happening, I'm gonna
will
look
use
to
my
Aragog so like a look to say like,
abilities.
see, you guys aren't too different.
With just an expression,
Yeah. Just kind of like a, kind of look.
and he just kind of like flares his brow a little bit in an expression that says like, "Okay." But he kind of takes point a little bit. He says, "You know, I can almost tolerate the cold, but I cannot tolerate standing here any longer in this decrepit, creepy place with these strange people."
I'll take Vasilka's hand and make my way.
Down the mountain we go.
I need to say one last
Woo!
thing to Otto before I leave. I just want to warn him about what just happened.
Sure.
What
And now
Esmeralda
he- now he
did.
has to take the blame for it.
And I'm just gonna let him know, you know, we explained the story. Esmeralda struck him. He's acquired assault, and I'm gonna say, just in case things go south and you need to get away from here and save others if you can, and hopefully this will help you. And I'm gonna give him 5 gold pieces.
Congratulations, Lobrin. You're just potentially doomed half of them to be homeless.
He just kind of looks at his gold, his newfound gold, probably the first gold he's ever had in his entire life, and he looks back to you, and then back to the gold, and his eyes are like saucers. He just kind of goes,
Yeah. Huh?
Is it not enough? I'm gonna give him another 5.
He's just kind of like is flabbergasted a little bit, holding his 10 gold in his 2 like pawed hands, and he just says,
You are the most noble of knights. And one day, I want to be a knight too.
Oh.
Perhaps I can be the one to knight you one day,
Off
friend.
him is heartbreaking.
Once I become the head of House Waterdeep. Until then, please be safe.
and he just gives you a nod and opens the gate for you, and just kind of like gives you a sort of chest salute as you leave.
Oh.
And Siegfried, you can kind of hear a little bit of a scoff from her guardhouse, but she doesn't come out.
Fair enough.
All right, if you can just change your board to the village of Kresk, if you wouldn't mind.
All right.
Now I have to do
So,
that.
what did you morons do? And like Lucia's like seemed very pissed off, just like she's almost like fidgeting with her holy symbol to like keep her hand from falling into a fist.
Esmeralda punched someone.
And why did she do that? I'm
Long
sure
story
she
short,
might
the
have
guy
had her reasons.
Deserved it, but
You know,
Long-
you can talk to me if you want to, instead of
Okay,
through
that's
me.
fair. Forgive me, I'm just a bit frustrated that we should have
Oh
been
my
out of
God,
there
that's fucking
4 hours ago.
funny.
Esmeralda, what happened?
Birds on the tree.
I entered, I made an impression, and I left.
I'll explain.
I did a favor.
I'll explain to Lucia what I witnessed with Otto previously as well, as we're coming down the mountain.
I mean, to be fair, he did deserve it. I just
Wait.
didn't want to
Oh,
stay and find out what the abbot
Lover just
thought
told
of what.
Lucia about like his misadventure.
Yes.
So when the group has already decided we should really not push our luck, you decided to fuck off, go on your own stead, and then try to fucking uncover whatever dire secret.
Yes, I'm glad I did, because it turns out that 30 people were being abused due to one person's own indulgence, and
My condolences to that, but you need to learn to fucking listen.
You're
no,
not-
you need to
I'm-
learn to be just. I thought you were supposed to be a purveyor of the god of light of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And Argyle's gonna step between you a little bit, and he's gonna say, "You know, it is quite a night. This pool looks quite beautiful. Eh?
It does! It really does look good.
I could use a good sip right about now.
Yes,
For the sake of the party, I will skip my... What's the word?
Scolding, chastising, yes, there you go.
You
Like
could
a
open the
child you
bottle
are.
instead.
Yes, let us share this bottle of wine instead.
I'm pretty fucking
Perhaps,
cold.
I'm gonna
perhaps that will lighten the mood.
I'm gonna step up and say, Lucia, thank you so much for retrieving Vasilka. Did anything happen while you were on your own?
Yeah, a couple things I found.
Did you teach her breakdancing?
What's the deal?
I'm gonna give us a bit for... I'm gonna make sure we're out of public view before I show it, but I did grab...
We're just like huddling by the pool right now, right? Like
Yeah,
a
by the
pond.
so if you recall from the picture that I showed, this pool is a sacred area. It does have a statue of the Lord of Light, as well as a very ramshackle-looking gazebo.
I will actually go to the Morning Lord statue real quick.
We could sleep in the gazebo, guys.
It's pretty ramshackled, and
It's
it's
like
not offering
Christ.
any
Yeah,
cover.
we could set up some
Like the-
tents. It'll be. We could make fort. You guys want to make a fort?
It's like the fucking body of Christ again.
I don't know if we
But-
should impose
I
upon
don't
the
really want to be that close to the abbot.
When did you care about other people's wishes? And she's gonna keep going.
Is she talking to me?
Absolutely, she just says that walking by you.
When do I care about other people's wishes? I just looked after 30 people that the rest of you were willing to let rot simply because it was too much of an inconvenience. How's that for caring about other people?
You
Well,
lack
we didn't
perspective.
know about the issue. You figured it
Oh
out. We
my
had
And you
no
didn't
idea.
bother to investigate.
What
Listen,
the
I don't
fucking
mind if
henhouse this is?
I'll shut up, Erica.
We're
Listen,
walking
I
by the
will.
Milwaukee
It
camp.
says
You can
we're
leave
all-
if you want.
Oh.
Oh well, whatever. Never mind. I don't say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't say that. No, what I'm gonna say actually is, Jess, I'm just gonna say, listen, I understand that you won't all agree with my decisions, and I understand that sometimes maybe what I want to do is a little bit much in the light of justice, or whatever the hell you want to call it. But I will not sit here and be criticized for doing the right thing.
I didn't. Nobody's criticizing you.
Oh, I am like
Maybe,
crucifying
okay,
yeah,
one
him.
Lucia.
person's criticizing you, but don't take it out on don't
No
take
one's
it all out on us.
No one's criticizing you. I am. Okay, one person's criticizing you.
Exactly, I am tearing
Yeah,
into this
don't take
motherfucker.
it out on the entire party.
I'm just walking away at this point. I'm just walking down the road.
Oh, yes.
I'd like to
Listen,
know how on earth you made it this far.
that's a
this point,
great
I'm beginning to
question at
question
this point.
myself.
Lucia, you said you found some stuff with Vasilka?
Yeah, give me a minute.
Things
And I'm
aren't
still holding
usually this
Vasilka's hand.
tense. That's
And
a
she's
lie.
just kind of
Things
like
are always
looking between you,
tense.
seeing all the argument, and she's donning like a little bit of like an angry face. After
She-
seeing
I'm gonna
all
look to
this.
Vasilka and I'll go, Vasilka, hi. First of all, hello, my name's Twyla. It is very nice to meet you, and I'm so happy to
your
be
hand.
able to
She knows how
guide
to
you on this
handshake.
journey. And I'm gonna give her a smile.
And she just kind of looks to you, opens her mouth like she's trying to say something, but like nothing comes out, and then she just like mimics your smile back and then gives you a bow.
I'll give
Yeah,
her a
like,
little nod as well, and I'll go.
Lucia, while frustrated, will see Vasilka like mimicking their frustration, and then like deep breath, and then smile.
I will
Y'all are lucky.
gesture before everyone and go,
Jeez, keeping me in check.
see, this is an example of what not to do in a public situation. We're learning by experience, and this is what you should not do, okay? Like this, we wear smiles around people, not frowns, not angry faces, and I'll make an angry face, and I'll go, and I'll shake my head and go, no angry face, and then I'll do big smile and go, only kindness and smile, yes?
She
Don't
gives
give
you
her a big smile. Don't give her that toothy ass like grin.
She's gonna give you a smile and like nod her head a little bit.
You see how I smile politely in front of the party? Very demure.
demure,
Very
very
mindful.
I'm more very thoughtful.
Very
God
Very
damn it.
cutesy. I don't argue like the rest of the party. I do my job. Very mindful.
Well, you were arguing with me earlier.
Oh my god.
It's party.
Guys.
We are getting
This
pissed.
has become petty incarnate at this
We
point.
need Ark. Where's Ark?
This meme isn't gonna make sense in a month anyway. It doesn't even matter.
Ark is kind of like standing by the pool
Ark
with
gotta
his
be
hands, his hands behind his back a little bit and just shaking his head before he rejoins you guys. He just says,
Good job
Well,
being accurate to him.
I suppose for right now we should try and find shelter first. Make sure Vasilka's okay.
You're right, Ark.
May I look about the town and roll perception for shelter?
You may.
I'm gonna touch myself.
If we find someplace good enough, Lucia will eventually show the group the diamond quartz and
And then a D4.
the diamond
Okay.
quartz, and then what's it called?
21.
There's a lot of
And-
houses. There's a lot of houses
ledger.
around town. Now, as described previously, most of the houses here are stonework with thatch roofs, in comparison to your like standard wooden board homes of Balaki. And certainly, the most inviting looks like the Master's mansion. Although mansion is doing a little bit of heavy lifting here. While in Valaki, it was truly a spectacle, a manor. Here, it's more like just like a large house. There seems to be smoke coming out of the chimney, and windows are alight with candles. Many of the homes have much the same, but lodging a party as big as yours, they don't necessarily look like they'd be perfectly comfortable. A lot of them are like single room, and others still are like smaller still.
I think it's
So yeah.
looking like the stables, guys.
The stables is fine with me.
I'm having marched off. I'm gonna be knocking on the burgomaster's door. What time of night is it?
It's give or take around 9.
I'm gonna knock on his door.
Okay. And you just kind of hear,
Oh, I just want to clarify. I may sound pissed off, but like no beef. I just like want to clarify that. No beef.
Oh yeah,
Right,
yeah.
player.
Of course. We're just role playing.
Just wanted to ensure that was
No,
enough.
I actually hate you now in real life.
Okay, make it
you hear you can hear kind of like a rattling of keys, and you just like. Eventually, the door opens, and there's this short man with his snowy white beard, and he just kind of looks to you and says, "Oh, you lot again. How was the abbey?"
Yeah, it was certainly an experience.
Oh, good.
No,
What do you need?
Sir, and I'm gonna take a knee in front of his door. Need your most humble generosity. My party and I have nowhere to spend the night, and we were hoping that perhaps you could point us in the direction of some lodgings, or if none such exist, be
Shuts the
so
door.
kind as to house us yourself. I can assure you we can compensate you with gold, provisions, good story or two.
Well, just a moment. Let me just ask with the mistress of the house.
And he just kind of like steps in a little bit, and you hear kind of some hush talking until both of them come to the door. Both of them with quite aged, white hair. And she just says,
I'm still on my knee.
Well, I heard you need lodgings, and we have an extra room. That was our son's room. Won't be needing it anymore.
Oh.
My condolences.
I hope he has moved out and on to better things.
Oh, Logren.
Not picking up the hint.
My condolences. I'm sure he's resting well.
Oh!
She like
I'm
bows.
sorry, my condolences. I didn't realize.
No, sure.
Yes. Then, if that's all right, do you think it could fit all of us, or?
Vasilka is like putting on her biggest smile, and like, even from like a little bit of a distance,
And then it just turns
the
to a murderous
Burgomaster
frown.
is like looking at her and just going like, and squinting a little bit, and just kind of like running his fingers through his beard. And then he looks to Esmeralda, eyes cast down her like prosthetic foot. Looks to Aragal, looks between each of you, and just kind of goes,
Well, we need more than one room, but well, you're not trouble, right?
No, absolutely
No,
not.
sir.
We do our
Not
best.
at all. Farthest from it.
all right, Lobren, I'm gonna have you roll persuasion with advantage because you have an entire party.
You have 7 other people vouching.
That looks like they need help. They look beat up pretty badly.
14 on the first.
Well, you're not trouble,
15.
are you? Spits
15
attitude.
on the
No,
second.
no.
15's good. 15.
Now, what the hell? Well, come on in.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank
Morning, Lord
you.
bless you, sir.
Now, everybody. Never mind. I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay. We'll just say, using theater of mind here. And the room itself is like definitely made for one person, but he kind of like starts spreading out some like basic like sheets and whatnot along the ground, and he just says,
Ain't much, but we'll have to do.
I reach my hand
Much
out
ap-
to shake his.
You're again
Very much
very
appreciated.
thankful for your courtesy.
Thank you so much. And I'm gonna give him. How many of the? Was there 7 of us right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically 8.
Technically 8. I'm gonna give 8 pieces of gold to him and say 1 gold per person, or would you like more?
We're wasting some money when we were kind of skidding by the seat of our pants for those outfits. I just kind of want to point out.
That's
We
fine.
did loot some cheap weapons. We could probably at least
Just
flip that for the cost.
Try not to make a racket. And,
Oh, he denied my money?
no, he took it. He said, that's fine. Try not to make
Okay.
a racket. And,
Okay.
I don't know he took it.
Also, we
Fine.
did gain group
Broke
loot.
it.
I'm gonna point out we
did
gained
gain
enough group loot gold to like pay for all of our outfits, so we still have all of
Oh,
our
okay.
personal gold.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah. I was
Just
taking, yeah,
so-
this is my own personal gold.
so you
that I
guys
was
are,
obviously
I'm
using.
assuming, like positioning, getting yourselves ready for a night's sleep.
Yes.
I'm
so-
making sure
Yeah.
Esmeralda and Argal are
I'm
We
reaching
are
the subject
setting
of
up watch.
Lucia.
We are setting up a watch.
Okay.
I want to set up a watch.
It's actually not too long. Unless you guys want to do anything within the hour that I'll say will pass.
I
It's not
want
too long.
I want to talk to Lucia about what she found.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
I want to wait till we're outside of town. I don't want to do it in a place where anyone could hear.
Okay.
Is it
Do
that
you-
important?
Could be. Not taking chances, as we have been constantly tonight.
Wait a minute. What if I What if I sent you a message?
Go for it. And she'll just like stare at you.
I'm going to cast the cantrip message since we're sitting right next to each other. In my hand, and I'm gonna whisper it, but she'll be able to hear it like clearly in her head. I'm gonna whisper, "What did you find with Vasilka? Was she okay? Was everything okay?"
This room is really small. I feel like I could hear you.
But she can respond in her mind, is the thing.
That's true.
This bitch is weird as fuck. I'm kidding. Silka's weird.
Don't be nice.
Weird rock in the middle of the room. Or in room. I'll shorten that.
Oh.
Hold on. So Silka's weird. Weird rock in room. Old paper, looked important, didn't read. Say again?
What kind of rock?
Can't tell. Not pulling out yet.
Hmm.
And that's why I'm gonna say to Esmeralda in a minute. In your mind, like.
That's not gonna respond to that. She's just gonna look straight ahead, like, oh.
That is not in character.
Oh my god.
Vasilka, how are you doing? Are you okay?
Let me just describe how
Can
everyone's
you-
kind of laid out right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, go
Can
ahead.
you try message on Vasilka?
Maybe.
Fax machine noises.
So, Esmeralda is kind of leaned up against the back of the room. She looks, and she's got like a her bandana. She ties her hair back with. She has rested over her eyes. She's looking like she's trying to get some sleep. Aragal is like lying with his head in his hands. You know, like lying back, not like he's crying or anything. He's like trying to.
He's fucking crying in the corner.
I was like, I would blame him for just having.
He's like, no, and
Don't mean to me.
he looks like he's just trying to get some rest. Vasilka is sitting directly in the middle of the room, trying to like.
Oh, I'm gonna
staying-
hate that. Lucy's gonna wake up and she's just staring at her.
Look at like she's sitting
Gonna be
pretty
staring
close
at
to
it.
Twyla, and Twyla, as you move around, she kind of like mimics some of your movements, but otherwise sits a little closer to you.
Okay.
It's not too long until you hear another knock at the door. And from across the house, it's a larger house than others in the village, but still not big enough that you don't hear the burgomaster, Preskov, just kind of groan and go like, "Oh, I must go into these visitors tonight." And he
Oh,
just-
I'm actively listening to
and
see
he
if I
gets
can
up,
catch
and you
anything.
hear these heavy footsteps, and then he just kind of opens the door and he says, he just, you hear him begin to go like, "Evening, how can I help you?" And it better be. My apologies. Begging your pardon, I wasn't expecting you. And then you hear. I'm gonna have anyone who's listening in here roll perception.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't need to roll it because I know who it is, but I'll humor you.
Can we catch a fucking
21.
break?
With
I'm gonna-
Lobrin unguarded? No, we can't.
I'm gonna roll.
Excuse me, I got us into
guide
this.
Damn it, it's
myself.
fucking town.
I'm saying.
Ugh,
Lucia
11.
and Lucia
Fucking-
alone. What you hear,
Not even a 19?
nope, is a familiar, smooth voice. Kind of speak out and say, "I need you to bring me to your son. I've been granted a vision, and there is something I must do." And the Baron just kind of stammers a little bit,
Oh,
You just-
fuck.
and he just kind of goes, "My, begging your pardon, but you may not be aware that he is no longer among us." And he just kind of like, there's a moment of silence, and then he says, "His burial will do." And then
Lucia will like eyeball Twyla in a way and like do like a repeating motion, as in saying, "Do the fucking spell again."
I'll let this play out before I respond.
And the burgomaster just kind of stammers a little bit more, and he's just kind of like, "Just a moment." And as if a couple steps, and then it sounds like he steps onto the porch with the abbot. And they begin walking elsewhere. Where they are, where they're walking to, you do not know.
I'll cast message to
Go
Lucia
quiet.
and say, "What happened?"
It's Abbott. Good news. Not on us. Bad news. He wants a grave. We're getting out of here as soon as we can. Sunrise.
I'll just cast message again and say, "Not our grave, right?"
Nope. Just their sons.
It's fucked
We've
up.
overstayed our welcome.
Why are you guys just staring at each other?
I'm gonna whisper to
Lucia's just
Faerun.
gonna like blink and just like we overstayed our welcome. Like officially. Sunrise, we're leaving.
We all heard someone at the door, right?
I mean, yeah, but I couldn't hear who it was.
It's the abbot.
Lucia will just give you a very irate glare and then just.
Well, they're not here anymore.
Esmeralda's got like
I
abandoned
know,
or pulled,
but I
pulled
just
over
still
like one
didn't-
eye, and she's
like-
kind of like peeking out a little bit with a narrowed eye and just kind of like listening. It seems silently.
Like Lucia will say that you just kind of outed that it was the abbot already, when she's trying to keep things a bit on the low to stop the party from freaking out.
Is he gone now?
Kind
He's
of
gone.
get a bit pissed off, look at Basilka, and then try and give the fakest smile she possibly can, and so her eye starts twitching.
Oh my god. There is a window towards the back, and eventually you do see the two of them. A shorter man with a white beard, and a much taller, now wearing a porcelain mask, but just the same, with the same graceful gait.
Where's the
very
window?
It's towards the back, and they're walking towards what looks to be a headstone just beneath a tree.
Oh.
I
You
wanna-
can't
I
hear
wanna
what they're
peer
saying at this
out.
point. Yeah, you can hear. You can watch this plainly.
I just want to look at it. I just poke my little head.
It's not long before the burgomaster begins digging. He doesn't have a shovel. He's literally pulling the soil like desperately with his hands. And the abbot is standing there watching. You can't quite tell what he's watching with the mask on. But eventually, there is a casket that's revealed. It's not too far down. Looks like it was done quickly, unexpectedly, and definitely recently. There's no grass growing over where it was planted. As a matter of fact, it looks like it could have been done very
Like
much so,
yesterday.
just before you guys came. And as the burgomaster pulls the lid off, you see very much intact remains of a very young boy, no more than like 8 or 9 years old.
Oh no.
And the abbot kneels down,
Ah, yes,
Places
this arm will do nice.
places a hand on his head, and you see a faint yellow light come from the eye holes in the mask. The burgomaster kind of like watches on feverishly. You can see his chest rising and falling as this occurs. And then the boy begins stirring. It's just the fingers at first twitching, and then all of a sudden there's slight grimaces, and then open eyes. And he sits upright. And his father leaps to him and gives him a very, very big hug. You can't hear what's being said, but you know that this is quite the reunion. And the abbot steps back, looks between the two of them, and then looks towards the window.
Oh, I peeped down.
Wasn't even.
I wasn't watching.
Nope. Lucia knows when to stay put.
If I see his head turn, if I saw his head turning, I would go poof before he fully looked at the window, if possible. If not,
Oh,
I
he
understand.
definitely saw.
Oh, that dude has like the Michael Myers head turn, just like.
Are any of you still looking, or are none of you looking out the window?
No, I'm not. I haven't looked the whole
I
time.
never,
think-
I never looked at all.
I think
Yeah.
Farron's
I was-
Aaron's
I
the only
was
one.
one.
Yeah, Aaron's the only one, unless like Aragal or Esmeralda also did.
All right. And then you hear the footsteps. In a rush, you hear like the shorter footsteps coming back to the house. It's just the burgomaster coming into the home. The abbot is nowhere to be seen, but coming through the door, you hear him call out, and he says, Mara, come quick, you have to see what's been bestowed upon us. And he just goes over to an opposite room in the house. And there's yelps of joy and celebration.
During this commotion,
Sure.
Lucia would like to grab her stuff and just like make sure it's in her bag, like her bedroll and stuff.
Sure.
She is going to see if this goes tits up, and they have to wait.
Okay, guys, I guess since I'm the only one who sees it, I'm gonna be like, everybody, if you're asleep, wake the fuck up. I gotta tell you something really quick. And I'm gonna be whispering it, and I'm gonna say, we're getting the hell out of here tomorrow morning because the abbot just rose.
No way! Who had that suggestion? No way!
Everybody,
I'm losing my
everybody
mind.
had that suggestion.
You know, it's impossible to sleep if you're going to yammer on.
Is this Esmeralda or Argyle? They sound the same to me.
No, it's higher pitch Esmeralda, lower pitch Argyle.
I could tell that was Ez, right?
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna say,
Yes.
shh, better
Yeah.
go listen to me.
I
Abbot,
agree.
just
Esmeralda.
shut the fuck up, Lobrin. The abbot just had the burgomaster dig up his son, and he touched him and he is Ted's son. And he touched him, and now he's alive and walking.
Yeah, he's been doing that the whole time.
Yeah, isn't
Where
there
do you think
magic
this?
to that? That doesn't sound that
Where
surprising.
do you think Basilka came
What do you
from?
think- Where do you think this thing came from? Violently
But I'm
shakes
gonna say,
Basilka.
why? Why did he do that?
An act of service? I don't know.
What did the burgomaster do for him?
Runs the town where his chapel is? I mean,
I don't think he runs the town.
Could be a
does he?
child gone too soon. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't his time.
Also, I think he saw me looking out the window.
Well,
Oh.
that is more of a problem. Should have led
You
with
should have
that.
led with that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
I'll look at Lucia like, what? Like,
You hear rapid footsteps come to your door, and there's a rapping at the door. And it's the burgomaster once more, and he looks elated. He's like breathing heavily. He's almost bouncing on his feet. He says,
I opened the
I
door.
haven't, but I don't have too long.
Oh?
I'm going to be taking my son and my wife, and we're going to the pool of Saint Markovia. We need to pray and celebrate at a time like this, but the abbot insisted I give this to you, and he just like looks to you, Lucia, and he extends a hand, and in his hand he's got like a little pouch. Said it was from one of his residents. The resident told him that a man said you should have this. That's all the detail I got. Excuse me, I have to go. And he just rushes out of the room. And it's
morning
shortly
will be with you, and congratulations. And she will like bow. It's the friendliest you have heard her trying to be in a while. And then she will.
He registers it barely, but he's like running right now.
Oh yeah, totally. I just want to acknowledge that for the part. She's trying to keep a facade of being sane.
Okay.
She will go outside real quick, just to follow him outside.
His son is walking next to him, and his wife next to the son, and they are like rushing outwards.
Here's a quick question: does the son look revived or reanimated?
He looks like a boy, like a live boy. He's not pale. He's got life in his eyes, and he's smiling.
No Basilka. Okay, we're good. I'll just let him leave. As they're leaving, I will undo the string on the pouch and look inside.
Inside is an emblem, almost like a sigil of the Morning Lord. It's like a circle with a straight metal line across it, and then 3 metal lines going up from it to kind of mimic the sun. It's an emblem you've seen many times, but it's really corroded. Most of it, anyway. And as you take it out of the bag, it's so delicate that most of it just kind of falls apart, leaving only the center part of that sigil in your hand. A perfect metal cylindrical rod where there is no corrosion.
Oh.
Is this?
Oh, Lucia, a gun part!
oh, gun part.
The ship?
She will. Does it fit?
Put him up in the back end.
Does it fit?
The rod fits. It looks. I'll put it this way. It looks like it fits the bill.
What the fuck is happening tonight? And then she will go inside. So we have the house to ourselves, I guess.
We already have 2 clips. I shouldn't have said that.
I mean, yeah. Alright, we have the house to ourselves.
And you guys will call it a night, I suppose, right? Unless you guys want to do anything else? Or
I'd like to discuss what Lucia found, but maybe we should do that while Ark is present.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right.
I kind of want to know already just so I can piece it together. So can you message me, Derek? Because she will be looking at it before she sleeps.
No problem.
I'm gonna just look outside real quick, given the hubbub, and just see if it's just them going, or if there's more people in the town that are suddenly like, "Oh my gosh, a miracle just happened."
No, they're just
their family.
It doesn't seem like
it's
anyone
their
else
own
is
miracle,
aware.
Lovren. We should let them celebrate.
Yeah,
it, no matter what ill could happen.
All right, and we will call this session here for tonight.
Woo!
Yay!
Woo!
That was.
Made it out of the
I was
Abbey
losing my
alive.
mind when my mic was muted.
Yeah.
So much.
There's a lot going on. Let's start with inspiration. Twyla.
I'm gonna get. Oh, this is really hard because we all did some kind of kooky shit tonight that all is like worthy of praise. Damn. I'm gonna give it to Lobrin, because even through his stupidity, we were able to find something else out about the Abbey that did need addressing. And you know, it is the morally right thing to do, and he had a lot of really great roleplay tonight. Oh my god, and him and Otto just talking together was
Okay, I will have. Yeah,
was
that
pretty interesting, so I'm gonna give it to Lobrin.
I kind of have to concede that shit was fucking hilarious. Like, the auto shit was super funny.
All right, Lobrin.
Yeah, it's kind of tough because I feel like everybody kind of uncovered a little something tonight about our circumstances.
You can say that again.
I think I am going to give it to Lucia in a close one. You know, I think finding that gem could be clutch as fuck, depending on if it actually is one of the wine gems.
I
Some good
forgot
RP
about the
stuff.
wine gems completely because we have too many goddamn quests.
Getting the gun rod too was pretty big. Like,
That was
there were
unexpected.
That's
a couple
huge.
moments for you here where you got like items that I think are
Shit,
gonna
what am I
be
needing
pretty
now?
significant
I
to
have
the
a
party.
temporary spring rod.
You have a
I have a
spring and a rod. You need
proper
the
rod.
you need
I have
You
a
I have a
hammer.
proper ram rod.
Yeah, hammer, right? Yeah,
You just need the hammer.
hammer.
And you're the hammer you're getting it. Isn't that being commissioned for you?
No, that was
No,
that
Yeah,
was
that
the
was
spring.
Oh, that was a spring. Okay.
The spring's flimsy, but as soon as I get the gun working, I know what to do to fix it. As per character class features, I guess.
No, don't burn Twilo.
What? Why am I burning? Aztec!
No.
All right,
Why
favorite.
is she on fire?
I think I'm gonna have to give it to Lobrin because as frustrating as it may seem, like in character, like seeing it like as it from an out of character perspective, like he really plays his character well. Like he does not care like how it affects like if he thinks he needs to do something for the greater good, you know, if he wants to do something, like he's gonna do it. He doesn't care what anybody else thinks, and I think it's respectable because it's not like he's doing things, you know, to intentionally piss off the party or to hurt us. You know, he's doing things that he believes are right, and it essentially they are the right thing in the end. And I do.
It is commendable.
It's commendable, and I appreciate that quality about him. Even through his aloofness.
All right, so that's 2 for Lobrin. Lucia.
Yeah, honestly, like, part of me is like, I'm so mad I don't want to vote Lobrin, but at the same time, the reason why I'm mad is why I should vote Lobrin. Because, like, it is definitely, like, this group has definitely flipped my tabletop experience a lot. Where, like, while my group didn't necessarily metagame, there was always the, like, unspoken rule of, like, try not to do things that go against what the party wants. And, like, this group is very good at, like, not doing that in ways that make it super interesting.
I really appreciate that, too. Always good storytelling.
As genuinely frustrated as I am at how this session went, not in a bad way, the session was still fun. I'll have to give it to Lobrin. I have to concede there.
No, that's a sweep. And if Ark were here, I'm sure he would vote for Lobrin too, so you know.
No, he would vote for himself because he was the only person that didn't cause trouble this session.
That's a good point. All right.
All
Well,
right,
that's a
goes to
point for
Lobrin,
Lobrin. And community inspiration is going to be posted on the Discord if you want to vote for who else.
It's already up now.
Never hurts to give these guys a little bit of a boon to help them survive a little bit. They made it this far anyway. Maybe they'll even make it further. Who knows?
You never know.
Now, before we end, I do have an announcement to make to the lovelies. Unfortunately, we will not have Curse of Strahd next week. I am so sorry, lovelies.
But the week after that is going to be the Strahdiest of the Strahd ever.
Oh yeah, Strahdiest of the Strahd is to come.
Dude, everyone turns into Strahd.
Dude, every single one.
24 hour. Please send us the reactive money so we can all just have it on at the start.
This is the Strahd VOD.
The
If this
Strahd
campaign lasts
VOD.
in April, our April Fools we're all Strahd and we just all do the voice while we're
Oops,
playing.
all of
Oops, all Strahd. The episode's just gonna be called Oops, all Strahd.
Oops, all Strahd.
That's funny. And in tonight's session,
It out.
Yeah, props to
Who are
Lobern
we
for what.
rating?
There's 2 clips over there. I don't know who the fuck. I don't know what they are, but I'm scared to look
Like,
at it.
realized
Paper?
Brandon said it.
I know
Like,
Paper did
did
one
not
of them.
clip that, I swear.
Woody, why are we the only fucking Twitch channel on D&D that says warning may contain sexual themes?
Because look at what we do. Look at what we say. This is why I have to put the warning on.
I'm just laughing so hard at it because it's the only one. Looking sex real quick. I'm just laughing so hard at that.
I have to put that on there. We say this. We say these things like we
talk
have
about
to.
henching all day on stream.
There's gooning. There's
Henching.
henching. There's NPC romances that get a little raunchy. We have to say it.
That gets people into it. They're like, sexual themes, what is that? And then it's just like
It's just so
gooning,
funny.
and
It's
they're
just
like,
gooning.
they're like, I don't know why I clicked on
This is
video.
not sexy at all!
Whip out your sword. No, not like that. Wow, I'm never watching this again.
That's a two-handed sword. Oh,
To end tonight's session, we're gonna be raiding one of our buddies. We're gonna be giving a nice raid over to Ciabatta Boy.
yes,
Ciabatta
Ciabatta!
Let's go over to the bread goat.
Take a bite of that bread.
Oh, don't do
Please,
that.
watch, you can
See,
do
this
it.
is where the sexual themes comes in.
Wait, not like that, not like that.
Alright, lovelies, good night. We'll see you next week on Monday for Decay Within the Ice, and I'll see you tomorrow, potentially, for my birthday stream.
Yay!
Woo! Good night,
Good night,
lovelies!
guys.
We
Bye-bye.
gotta stream Monday, but not Thursday?
Yeah.
On Thursday, we're
Bye!
Bye.